This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
Wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do, wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do, wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do, wash your hands. Grab some soap, do-do-do-do-do, grab some soap, do-do-do-do-do, grab some soap, do-do-do-do-do, grab some soap. Rub your hands, do-do-do-do-do, rub your hands, do-do-do-do-do, rub your hands, do-do-do-do-do, rub your hands. Rinse your hands, do-do-do-do-do, rinse your hands, do-do-do-do-do, rinse your hands, do-do-do-do-do, rinse your hands. Dry your hands, do-do-do-do-do, dry your hands, do-do-do-do-do, dry your hands, do-do-do-do-do, dry your hands. What else can we do?
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Open Comms. Did that work out? I think it did.
Yes, it did.
Did it? It did. See, I told you I could live DJ it, Dirk. It's easier to do it pre-recorded, but I can live it.
Dude, I got fucking sunburned today. What the fuck?
You're looking red.
I am. I was sitting out in that goddamn sun on the patio. It's like, hell yeah. Getting some fucking rays.
I was about to yell at you for being outside of your house, but I guess
guys-
you're okay.
No.
You
It's
guys
my
get to
goddamn
go
yard, bitch.
outside?
And you're allowed.
Fucking
What the fuck?
LB showing up the way one should. It's like, exactly.
Rain, are you on
know what? You know what?
lockdown?
Social distancing
Yeah, dude,
does
I
not
got
matter with the
beefcake
internet
shot at me when
if
I
you
tried
don't
to
wear the
fit
mask.
a dog outside.
You had an armed guard
Oh
at your
shit!
door?
I just now saw Elby. He's ready. He can go outside. Look at
Elvis
that.
prepared. He knows
Is
it.
that a
That shit
a
doesn't fit
proper
over his
activated
mustache
carbon
the
filter?
right way. We know this. It's not
I
sealed.
can't
No.
drink like this.
That was my aim.
Oh
No.
no!
How can you not see it? Look, you got a whole nother side.
yeah,
of it
you
that just
can't-
put a
Straw.
tube into.
Just put a
Yeah, you can't just
straw.
like stick. Well, it's just
Just
get a
thread
rubber
thread
gasket, put a
really
hose.
long straw underneath the mask and into your mouth.
No, just into the other
There you go.
side.
You
That could
can-
be
you-
the other
you-
side of the
right there.
other
Victor, thanks for the resub.
nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare fucking mask.
Yeah, Victor, thanks for the
I
resub.
have-
And Futility, no, none of us are wearing pants. We don't do that on
I
I
Fridays.
don't know
Fridays.
where the fuck is
Traded,
Ellie
I'm not
exactly.
in PL anymore.
I'm wearing
You,
my country club.
What?
Needless to say,
You're not
that's
PL?
what they're
Where'd you
asking.
go?
I'm
Billy,
not in
Billy was
PL
the dude
anymore.
that sounded like
happened?
November.
I left.
I'm wearing my country club
How
shirt because
dare
I'm not
you?
going to pay them. So
Where'd you
I thought I'd
go?
advertise
Pandemic
it.
horde.
I went to work now. I'm just in an NPC corp now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
For
poor
my-
man.
I'll fix it. It's all right.
Yeah.
You didn't give your 2-week notice, so
I know. Yeah, I just up and left. They cut my hours because of
That is,
Corona, so I
I'm
just
I'm
quit.
not gonna lie.
There
This is
you
the
go.
best fucking chin growth, and like, look, I've even been able to like attach the
Wait, did you say
fucking
you quit
little
your
part there.
job?
No.
yeah, you did.
What? I just heard you quit. I'm like, wait.
If his
I
job
quit
was
PL. That's not a real job.
Oh yeah.
I said
You
they
know that.
reduced my hours. So
Look,
quit.
I have to say that I am impressed. Dirk looks sufficiently homeless right now. That's a good sign. He's got the hoodie going. He's got the 3 or 4 days growth.
3 or 4,
think-
dude. This is like a full on like 2 motherfucking
I've-
weeks at this
I've
point.
Drayden,
got 3 or
Drayden
4
doesn't look
days
any
growth.
different than
2 months?
usual.
that's
Manic
because
doesn't
I don't
look
shave
anything
I have
unusual.
nearly
unusual.
30 years of growth. If you can't.
I shave every day,
Well, like on
so
your
I don't-
knees?
it doesn't matter to me.
The like 1/4 millimeter fuzz Rain's got going
Can
on.
you guys even
Rain,
see my
Rain,
legs?
how bad are your legs? That's what I was about
You
to
can't
ask.
even
Yeah.
see
Gross.
it.
You're gonna get us banned,
you
Rain?
Not
No.
shaved that shit. You were straight up.
Ow.
I didn't see
Can you
anything, but I'm
see-
not saying
can
it's
you
not
see?
there. It's like
Okay. I wouldn't wear
You're
shorts,
I'm not
Shorts
saying
but I
I'm
would
not
wear
saying you
music
wouldn't.
is the
Is
same.
that your
burn
house arrest
somebody.
bracelet?
Da-na-na-na,
Yes.
da-na-na-na-na.
This is my house arrest. Can I actual feet on stream? Is that allowed?
Yeah, you
I
can't.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you
What
can
happened
show
to that chick
feet
that
and
showed her
legs.
Feet on stream and
I mean,
that she
I
You're
was
gonna start an
doing?
OnlyFans.
What's considered sexual? It's entirely
You can show
subjective.
feet and legs. You can't show torsos.
Nothing counts anymore, bro.
I think it's art.
Rain, it's not.
If you
It's
call
not
it art, you can
officially.
show it.
You call
Your
it
legs
art.
are not
if
officially
I
hairy.
paint my foot
Yeah,
while showing
paint your
my
legs.
legs,
Yeah.
like,
Your legs are not officially hairy until you can rub them together and start a fire. So
you
then
shouldn't
you'll,
be
then
able
you'll
to
know.
do that with hair at all. Hair doesn't start fires, Brisk.
This is the joke.
Uh,
You guys don't.
If you get enough of it, it probably could.
Look, this is as much as I can do in 2 weeks. But I am impressed with myself that I've been finally able
That's
to like
it.
attach the mustache to the fucking goatee kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
unfortunately,
Are you one of
Nameless,
these
no,
guys
he
that can't
can't.
grow facial hair?
no, I'm one of
Really?
these guys that can't like attach that one little point right at like the
Me
corners of your
either.
mouth.
I mean, mine just grows long enough that
Drake,
it
But
skips.
I I have done it now. But now
Well, I know. I'm
there's
saying like
gray,
mine's
you can't
long enough that it
necessarily
skips over,
see
but
it
if you like
anymore.
peel back the hair, like it's more on this side. It's like the Joe Dirt gap. Like you just
You guys are weird.
No,
I don't
no,
get
your
it.
shit is like reasonably there, and
Yeah.
you don't have gray in it that's hiding it. It's like at this point, I got like fucking
Yeah.
gray ass shit going in this, and it's like whatever.
no. Mine's the weird. Like it's
Well,
some of the
yeah,
hairs
like
are red
the-
and some are darker. So
That's
it's
why I'm
like
changing my name
looks-
to upgrade.
it looks matted. Like
Upgrade,
the
there
stuff
you go.
on the side is like you can barely see it, but it's like thicker than
days
it
for a
looks
du- for a
because
double
it's,
dose of
half of it's
pimpin'.
not really visible.
Guys, someone just posted condom shortage looms after coronavirus locks down.
Oh,
Shuts
we
down.
don't have to worry about that.
Why? I don't get. What are they wearing them on their fingers?
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh.
Who
Hold on a
uses
second.
condoms?
Oh, okay, oh.
His mask, and all of a sudden turns
Supply.
up with somebody who's actually attractive. I did not see that.
I,
coming.
hold on. While we're on
This
this,
is LB.
I feel like it's a
What's
public
up?
service announcement that has to be made. Pornhub free month. Pornhub's giving everyone free month of premium. You don't even have to put a card in, and
You know
yeah,
what? You know
don't
what
have to
sucks
wait. Hold on.
This
You don't
is
even
what
have
drives
to.
me crazy.
is that now that everybody's on lockdown, nobody's alone. Nobody's home alone anymore.
Excuse
unless you're
me.
ready to live by yourself. Okay. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
sad people.
But yeah, it's like you don't even have to put a card
That's
number in
what
and
we can
cancel it
have
later. You
until-
just
Anime
make
series
an
on
make an
Pornhub
account name, password, put it in an email, click the confirmation email in that email.
Boom.
Boom.
I didn't
Free
Make sure
free
you
month.
didn't even
don't
confirm
use
my
your
email.
real email. Use
But I'm
a
still-
fake
I-
email.
Wait, what?
Still a week and a
So
half
when it
away from
leaks,
Easter,
no
so
one
I
Wait,
can't.
you have a fake
still
email?
can't watch porn.
Yes, you don't use your real. Otherwise, it tracks what you watch, and then it's like people who watch fucking like.
Oh, why is it?
Step
Oh,
Sisters,
no!
and it leaves it.
Oh, God.
It was like, oh no.
Oh no!
All right, I only
What?
got so much fucking fireball left for tonight.
Drayden has watched Two Girls, One
Drayden's
Cup
porn viewing
37
techniques are gonna
times
get
in the last
leaked.
month.
Oh no! Like
That's it.
that's the one for my push notifications on my phone. Someone's gonna come and be like,
Oh.
excuse me. Now fuck it.
You're gonna get a push notification every day. Have you
Listen,
jacked off yet
we're-
today? You
we're
should
all
log into
adults
Pornhub.
here.
Yeah, like you're out of your rhythm. It's been 3 hours.
It's been
There you
3. Are you okay?
3
Anyway.
hours.
I only have so much fireball left because apparently I fucking
Wait,
hit this shit the other night.
Does
so
Pornhub do the same thing that Netflix does when, like, if you're watching for too long, it pauses?
It
and
tells
say,
you and
do you
says,
want
"Are
to
you
do you
still
want to
there?"
continue watching? Are you
In the
still
middle
there?
of your hour
I don't think
Make sure you
anybody
get up
ever
and get
has
some
that
Yes,
problem
I'm
with
still
Pornhub.
here. It's been 3 hours. I'm not done yet.
You gotta finish that story.
Just brings up the Quagmire like
wanna-
image
I
where he
wanna
comes out. It's like, hey
out.
Peter, just been inside for him. His arms like the giant size. Are
Okay,
we doing
so,
a shot to something?
What the hell is
We
Dirk?
should do
Dirk
a
is
sh- we
actually
should do a
going and
shot to
doing this
something.
right now. Look at him. His
am
eyes
I
are
doing?
so wide.
He's making a Pornhub account.
His eyes
No,
are so
no,
Yeah,
I'm not.
he's-
I am resubscribing actually at the moment.
I just
Yeah,
figured it
there you
was.
go, exactly.
No,
It's
no,
free,
to
you don't
to
have
this
to read
goddamn
stuff.
channel so that like I don't look like a scrub ass.
We don't do porn here.
I don't even know why. It's like we
This
don't
is
even
a
get
clean
fucking paid. Is
Christian
what we
channel,
don't do. So why am I
folks.
resubscribing? But whatever. Do we have a shot to fucking do to like anything? Is
Let's
there
take
like
a
any
shot to
Hey,
something.
hey,
Support-
What-
I want to do a
It was
shot.
Brandon's
I want to do a
birthday.
shot to number one. LB
I wanna
apparently
say-
having a legitimate female that is there in the same picture with him. But also,
Congratulations,
Legitimate
LB. A woman
shot.
wants to be near you.
Nice to meet you.
but also to the fact that I heard today that there is a trailer that is coming up that was going to be launched at FanFest, and like a bunch of CSM members have got
next
their
week.
dicks hard
We're
about
talking
it.
about it next week.
I
There you
know.
go.
Well,
Shots
We'll
to
see you on
Man's
April
birthday.
2nd.
whatever. I'm just like
My
whatever.
my
And
birthday
Manic's
is
birthday.
actually tomorrow. I've been on vacation for a
Happy
week. I've
almost
been on
Manic's birthday.
The
Day
fact that
vacation
we're all
for a
still
week.
alive and not coughing really
You
hard.
want some fuck?
I would like to do a shot, and I will do. This is just for me. To every
Opening
member of the
day?
House of Representatives who is not Thomas Massey, who can go fuck himself.
What about AOC?
That's what I said.
What
Can-
Thomas
can you
Massey
mention
is
both
awesome.
of them,
Flip
both
it.
of them at the same time?
I actually, when you said that, at first I had to
Everybody
Google
fuck
who the hell that
Thomas
guy
Massey.
is, and then I went and found the
He's great.
tweet.
He can go
It's
fuck
Sassy with Massey.
Wait, Brisk, what's his name?
Thomas Massey, Kentucky 4. That guy needs to
Kentucky
lose really,
for-
really
She's like,
fucking
Kentucky
bad.
for what?
I think I heard about this. Oh, the lynching guy. Okay, yep.
Oh, then maybe that's not what I
Hold on,
thought
he's
he
a
was.
lynching guy?
The only thing I saw was
What?
his thing on the. He put like some 8 tweet post.
This guy is
About the
king
bill.
libertarian who will be the last one standing if there is an asteroid coming to Earth, and the only way we can nuke it is by passing something in Congress. He'll be the one that votes no.
He's not a legitimate libertarian. Justin Amash was, and that's why he fucking
I thought in his-
bailed the fuck out. But
I want to know. I have to ask. Is he pro lynching? What is this?
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
don't-
Where you
It's-
guys
it's
said the
clickbait.
lynching?
I don't
guy.
know anything
It's
about.
clickbait.
I don't know anything
That's
about that.
This guy's a
clickbait.
complete.
yeah,
hypocrite.
I don't know
where
anything
that
about
came
that.
from.
I was like, what the fuck?
I just
It's
saw that
funny,
he was.
funny.
I thought in his tweet he was saying that he wasn't going to try and stop the bill.
No, he
So-
did.
Oh.
He did it out of principle. Even there's no reason why we have the numbers. Why are we doing? I don't want to.
Oh, that's
Fuck
stupid.
you.
Yeah, like
Fuck my ass.
party like in a thing like this, like your party affiliation shouldn't mean jack shit.
You have a
Look,
few
and
of
I'll
these,
tell-
you have a
look-
few of these people in Congress where it's like every once in a while they want to fucking stand up and be that guy who like goes, no, fuck it, I'll be the one guy who votes against this thing. Bernie Sanders has done it his whole fucking career where it's like, oh, when his vote didn't matter for shit, he like would be like, oh yeah, fuck it, I'm not voting for that. Okay. And also guys like fucking Massey, Amash has done it a number of times. Every once in a while you get these Freedom Caucus motherfuckers who like once, even though they know that the vote's going to completely go against them, they're like, yeah, but I just won't vote for
What's
it.
up, Bob?
It's like, bitch, please.
Hey,
Look,
Bob,
I'll tell you
where's,
this.
where's
Here's the bottom
Bunny?
line. I don't usually talk about politics, and when I do talk about folks in
Where's
Congress, I'm
Bunny?
usually nice about them because I have to work with these people. But fuck Thomas Massey. I
No,
will-
he
I will-
pulled
I will
a
not
legit
even. I will
fucking
not
dick move today.
shake
There's
this
no
guy's
question
fucking
about
hand.
that.
I will do. If anybody runs against him, they can come. I will give them as much money as I'm illegally allowed to. I have no problems doing that to fuck this guy.
So what is that, like
Because he's a
$25 or like
Ten
what is it now?
thousand. It's 10,000.
Oh no, 2 hours.
They
That's
they
Rona
got
time.
10,000 liquid to just give to
Hold
some
on, if
guy?
you're gonna run against
Not
fucking
personal
Thomas
money,
Massey, I just want
like
to put it
cash
out there
money.
right now. It's like honestly, any one of you motherfuckers should sit there and go, I'm gonna run
Anybody
against
in
Thomas
Kentucky,
Massey
Florida
if
wants
Chris
to
gonna
run,
throw me 10
just-
grand.
Email me at my work account and we'll get you set up. I just, at the bottom line, I can't fucking stand this guy. He's a complete
run if
and
you give
utter
me 10
useless
grand.
piece of shit. But you can't use it for personal stuff. You got to run for
Fucking,
office.
I'm
No,
running right
Kentucky
now.
forward.
You know
Now
what?
I'm
I'm
not
running right
interested.
now. God damn it! I'm moving
No,
to
I-
Kentucky.
I don't care anymore.
Who
I
the
just
fuck's
wanna pay
moving to
off some
Kentucky?
debt.
Ain't nobody.
Wait,
moving
he's
to
on a
fucking
Wait,
date?
hold on. All right,
You're not
stop,
supposed
stop,
to be
stop.
dating
Everybody
at these
stop.
times?
Check. Time out.
Okay.
Time out. Brother Bob says Bunny's not on the show because he has a fucking date.
Yeah.
Better fucking not be, because I'm pretty sure he's still supposed to be self-quarantining.
Hold on.
Yeah, what the?
Hold on.
this
He's got
is
a
the
date.
dude that was
He's
like
got a
fucking
date on
buddy had it
Skype?
like a day
Yeah, maybe.
ago.
Yeah, maybe it's a Skype
The
date.
heart wants what the heart wants.
He's got a
Or
date
Skype
on
date.
Skype, maybe.
Skype.
Skype.
A Skype date.
Coronavirus be damned. Well played, LB.
Yeah.
Well played.
You know what? See, this is the thing that pisses me the fuck off. And this is why my wife and I, like, you know, God damn it, woman. Pizza was apparently on the menu tonight. I'm like, where
I
are you
got
going?
pizza
She goes,
today.
don't know yet.
We got
And then she
pizza
apparently
today. Good.
texted me, like, while I was sitting here talking with you guys pre-show, she goes, should I do Asante's or Angels? And I'm sitting there going, I assume I'm late now, but you should have done Asante's. She goes, well, we got Angels. See, this is the fucking thing. Angels sucks. I'm not gonna
I was
lie.
say, like, I don't know
Like,
either of
Asante's
those.
is
So
like a legitimate
Why do they
Italian
like it?
restaurant that I'm trying to support and keep them
It's
open.
fucking
And she
rural
goes to this like
Pennsylvania
broke
shit.
ass bitch
So-
that's like
Oh.
like a mile up the street.
What the fuck's an
I love
Angels?
this. Something so inconsequential gets
No,
Dirk
hold on.
this riled up.
Asante's is a little bit further
Just start
away,
over, I'll
but
start
it's
the
an
music.
actual legitimate Italian restaurant in my place. I live like in
No,
Dutchy
LB,
Zone
let me
and
do
shit
mine,
like
let me
that.
do mine.
Okay, she went to the closest place possible to get fucking pizza. It's like, look, I've got like Stouffer's French bread pizzas in the in the freezer that are better than that shit.
That was good.
It's
I like
terrible.
that. That's
Fucking
good.
terrible.
We had Papa John's today. I was excited that.
I'm
they
not
were still
saying
open.
that I could. Hold on. And for people that no, if we were in fucking Connecticut, that would have been a fucking different story. I'd have been like, pick like 5 or 6 different places, just go to it and get it. We're not. I live in Lehigh Valley, fucking Pennsylvania, and like honestly, you think
The
these bitches know how to
Lehigh
make pizza?
we could fit you on cam if you want, Dom. I could shoot you the link. We'll just do a quick refix live.
Because God knows Drayton
Jesus,
doesn't have a
man.
7-1 set up anyway.
We can't do a quick refix live.
What?
We got LB and his wife who are trying to share the same screen, and we know how chubby fucking LB is.
I have a question.
Whoa!
Drayden,
The
I have
fuck?
a question. Yeah, that's bullshit. He's in
I
the
can
fucking
I
army.
can just
He'll
make
kick
their
your ass,
screen
Dirk.
bigger so they show up bigger.
Dude,
So
he's in the Canadian Army. They're all like 350 plus.
What?
Why can't I see the top of Brisk's hair? Like, why are we zoomed in on him so hard?
I don't know. Let me. I should zoom myself out.
No, you don't have to.
If the Canadian Army was so fucking cool, why are we putting troops on the border right now? Are
Why
they
are
down
you
here?
putting fucking
Are they
troops
down
on the
here
border?
trying
Nah.
to steal
Keep
our
your
fucking
people
maple
in.
syrup?
You stay the fuck away from my country.
Wait, we have troops on the border of Canada?
We're
Dude,
fine
we've
up here,
locked it the
thanks.
fuck down. Apparently,
The
there's like
hell?
black market timber.
You know the
or
world's gone to shit when you gotta put
steel
troops on
or
Canada's border.
chloroquine coming through. It's like
It's all
we don't
horse
even know.
shit. It's all horse shit.
Miranda!
I'm offended.
By the way, my wife's offended. You said people in
What's
the
up, Miranda?
Canadian Army are fat. She's also in the army. So. there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Boom!
Wow.
Only the
Fucking
men.
Jesus,
man,
Dirk,
the
what a
women are all
dick.
sexy.
Oh,
as fuck.
yeah, the man.
Canadian women in the army, hot as fuck. Those men though, it's like Jesus, what the hell?
Yeah, Miranda's in the army too,
look.
Dirk. What do you think about that?
I know
Yeah,
she's
don't
in the
fuck
army.
with,
She's also got red hair and like
Captain
you know.
Isa.
Although she sent out a picture today that was like what?
What? I thought the one Manic did.
Oh no,
with
that
her
wasn't
going
her.
in the
That was the
circle
other
with
redhead.
That was
the
freaking
other redhead.
hilarious.
That
Delana.
was fun.
That
I've
was-
never done something like that
Ma-
before. That was
Manic,
fun
I
to
would
me.
like to say that.
No, hold
I-
on. Sorry,
as far
sorry.
as I'm concerned,
Miranda Lorian, I want to throw that apology out right now. Except for the fact that I also mistook you for Delana.
all right, shut up.
Jesus Christ.
This quarantine has been the absolute best thing
No, Dirk,
For-
fuck you.
for
Thank
Manic.
You owe me that.
Oh yeah,
Manic
the videos.
has done so many goddamn good memes and shit in the last like week. This has been the greatest thing ever.
I've done literally 2.
It's not
That's
the
the
greatest
best.
ever.
This is better
It's
than
the
anything.
second one. It's not the greatest ever.
Look,
When's
it
the
is-
when's
greatest
the
ever is
third one
coming
coming
up
out?
next.
Is that
I
Oh,
wanna
like
see the
after
Yeah,
next
when it's
one.
done. This
I
this
wanna
one's a lot. The third one's a lot longer.
You
I wanna
can't
see the
rush
Pro God
perfection.
one next.
I had some
But the
questions
point
when you're
is,
doing that.
The Dirk one was great, and the Rain one was great, and the Miranda going in circles was fucking great. And what he did for me for Meta Show
all right,
tomorrow is also
okay,
fucking
okay,
great.
Thank you, Brisk.
Thank you, man.
Stop.
Are we playing that one right now?
Mm-mm.
Then
No,
why
it's
are
not.
we even fucking talking about it?
Hi,
You'll be
Because
fucking
I
playing
said
it.
it was good.
Hateless,
Fuck
thanks
off,
for
bro.
the thanks
Can
for
we
the
do a
rating.
shout out to Hateless Gaming? You guys should throw him a follow. He just rated us. Good
Yeah, yeah.
streamer.
Thanks for the
I
rating.
know, but like,
Hey-o.
when- does
Red
he
Light
have,
is the
does he
resub.
have people? Does he have people that like want to rate us and stay, or just people who are like, "Oh fuck, Hateless just threw it over there," like talking in
We'll
station
find
stuff.
out.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Yeah,
You're
you
a
guys
good
I mean,
boy to
Dirk-
talk about the game.
You
Maybe
guys
they'll
want to
stay.
stick around for
Right?
some Eve?
Hey,
You guys
if-
want to hear about Eve?
I am.
Do you wanna
hear
I
about
want to
some
hear
Eve?
about.
But it's
Shit.
game called Eve?
Some stay, some go. That's the way it goes.
I want to hear.
I think there's a ship called an Avatar. What happened with that?
Hold on.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a Corcus god and now a Dareal Corcus god.
That is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Corcus
That's
God.
the thing that's. I don't.
How many fucking Corcus
It's the
gods are
same,
out
it's
there?
the same.
Yeah, no.
There's
I
only
would
one,
almost
and
say
he's
that
the
is
reason.
probably the
That's
biggest
a
change in
Fucking
the.
Corky.
Hold on. So of
Cork
all
is
the
the man,
changes
and-
and the updates that they're doing in the game, that's probably the biggest change I've seen. Is
Miranda
Corcus God
is
is back to
100%
playing
accurate.
Eve.
Dirk,
Miranda's
if you were
100%
in, if you
accurate.
actually were
Avatar-
like logging in, you'd know that Cork is in it now.
Looks
with
like
us.
a fleshlight.
there
I
you
know
go.
he's
Avatar
in
went
fucking in
from
it. I was
a
just talking to the
buff
motherfucker
to
the
a
other
flag
day,
to a
but
flesh
I
light.
don't. I
100%
didn't
accurate.
know that the real Corcus god was Corcus god because that didn't used to
Him.
be his name.
Yes, he changed his Twitch or whatever.
It's not Dareal
he-
Corcus God. It's Dare Al Corcus God.
Oh,
Oh,
Dare
Dare
Al.
Convict. What's up,
Dare
man?
out.
Dare Al.
Convict. Why is your CCP all lowercase? It's driving me nuts.
It's always. It's
Yeah,
always
well,
had the
it's-
same.
Hold on,
It's
hold
always been.
The
Convict
bigger
leaked
question is
trailer.
why is CCP
Leaked the
Convict
trailer.
not a follower of this channel?
Why
Convict
is
leaked the
Oh.
trailer.
Fuck yes.
Do it.
Leak
the
it.
trailer?
It's
At
always-
least be a
Leak the trailer.
fucking
Leaks.
follower, bro.
Leak the trailer.
Clap this.
And
Oh,
leak-
yeah,
and
leak the
leak
trailer,
the
man.
trailer that got all the CSM so hard.
Oh, look! I'll tell you right now. Just the avatar with the Doomsday or whatever it was coming out of the front.
It looks really
It
good.
was so good.
We already
I can't
dropped
wait for
30,
that.
35.
Well,
I
that's the rate.
funny that-
No, the thing is, I mean, if Convict wants to come on and leak the trailer to us, that's totally.
Convict will only come on
Can he
if we
just-
begin
can he
talking
come
about
on and
old school
just-
technology like a Commodore 64 or a Tandy.
I don't even know.
Can we have Convict on just to narrate the trailer without showing or hearing anything?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we could do that.
Like,
Tell
Yeah,
us
it has,
what's
like-
going on.
Yeah.
Can't somebody just tell
Like
us
puppets?
like
Just
puppets or something?
describe it to
what
us.
they perceive to be going on with it, right? Like a CSM would not be
Can you
wrong
do, like,
for
an
look a
interpretive
new
poem
sub,
reading
okay?
How does
of
it
that
make you
CCP Convict.
trailer?
feel?
but
What
how
is
would
it? What does
how
the
would it,
trailer
like,
smell?
How would
like?
it feel like?
What does the trailer smell like?
You can get on
Convict? Can you
camera
tell
and
us?
do an interpretive
Describe
dance.
taste.
While listening and watching the trailer on his own.
How does
And
the
you know what?
trailer sexually
And you know what?
identify?
If that entire
Thanks
freaking
for the
island country is
gift
locked
subs, right?
down, how are they even making trailers and shit?
Dirk.
Through the magic of
what-
the
d-
internet.
Guys, they had all this stuff ready for FanFest. What makes you
Dude,
think they
that's
just
You
made
know they didn't have
Loki
the
made this
trailer
like
ready.
months ago.
This is
You
some
know,
dude back in his
That's what you
freaking
think.
basement making
You
this
know that
They
Loki
were rushing
made
this last minute,
like
and now they're like,
3
"Dude,
months ago.
video
ahead-
editor, sit at home and edit this." That's what they're doing.
It's like 3 months ago.
shit. Ronnie Hugo?
Also, speaking
And
of,
yes, I am throwing out
I
$5
recognize you. I am
subscriptions like they're going
Senpai.
out of style.
why don't you give him a tier
Goddamn.
3?
Because I'm not giving any. I don't even have a tier 3 on.
What
Imperium.
are you
Oh,
doing?
jeez, Brisk.
We do have
Brisk,
some low
Brisk,
level
why you
news. We
sud-
do have
you're
we do have
suddenly
some
so
low level
stingy? You were
information
going
to
to
throw
drop
out there.
10,000 a few minutes ago.
We do have some low level information to throw out there before we get into like the really hardcore stuff. That there is a sale going on right now. What is it? 30 days of Omega Time plus 3 skill extractors.
This
In
is the
the
news you
NES.
decide to read.
That's it.
That's what
Wasn't
we got.
Okay,
somebody
there's a sale.
complaining
Check the
about
sale
that? That it
page.
wasn't.
Well,
a
that's
good
why I
enough
put it
There's
at
deal?
the
a
front.
sale.
The
Hold on,
front-
hold on. We
it's a
always
quick-
talk about the sales. Like at the beginning of every show.
It's
we
just
always
a
talk
quick
about the
mention.
sales.
Just
No.
talk about the sale. Talk about the sale. Go.
Tell us about the sale, Dirk.
I
Dirk
just said
doesn't
it.
know anything
It's
about
like
it.
30
No,
days
that's what I'm
Omega
saying.
Time and 3 skill
We put them at the
extractors
beginning because it's just a quick mention.
like-
It's just something to
for like-
mention, and then you move on.
for like hardly anything. Which I'm not gonna lie, I thought was really kind of fucking weird. They want you to pay what? Well, it's 10% off.
yeah, they didn't mention the
30
prices
days
there.
Omega Time.
Convict says-
10% off would be what? 450.
And you get 3
plex?
skill extractors as well.
Is that what it
Con-
is? 450 plex, and on top of that, you get 3 skill extractors. Are they telling you to use your plex
Shouldn't it be 500
to like
plex?
go Omega and then like extract? Is that what they're trying to tell you to do by giving away skill extractors at the same
No,
time?
they're just saying, "Hey, here, have some extractors. You can
Yeah, you
sell
can
these
sell
things."
them.
Aren't they
for-
like? Why don't you get Omega so you can extract your shit?
I mean, yeah, it's
Isn't that generally kind of what
All right,
it's saying?
it's the skill farm package.
Convict says that the new trailer smells like burning.
Smells like burning
That's not
As
what?
an acrid burning
You
smell.
can have a
It
good
smells like-
burning smell.
Oh,
It says
burning
it smells
or
like walking into a
burning?
creepy house
burning
where something
tires.
bad is about
does
to
it smell like
happen. I
burning
like
tires,
this.
or does it smell like burning cherry wood?
It
Burning.
I hope
smells
it
like
smells like-
Bernie or
I hope
burning.
it smells like
God.
burning
Bernie.
Titans.
Bernie
That's
cherry
what I hope
Oh,
it
wood.
smells
oh my
like.
god! If it smelled like Bernie, nobody's. Well, there
I
are
hope it smells like.
there are
Smells like-
18% of you out
smells like
there who would
Bernie
probably
cherry
pay
wood.
Plex to smell Bernie, but like
I want it to
whatever.
smell like dead capital ships. That's what I want it to smell like. That's really what I really want it to smell like. Has anybody had gone into
Oh, yeah,
Love
why
Sec
don't
and
you guys
started
move
playing
Love
any of
Sec?
this stuff yet?
Yes.
I have.
I want to know all about it because I didn't get a chance to go in the frigate bay room with
You
you
guys
guys
not
the
care
other
about
night
the
because I
sale?
missed it.
Good, because we
But the
died
sale, I
horribly.
want to talk about low
Fucking
sec stuff.
horribly.
LB, tell me
No,
about that.
and that's
about
really
the
fucking cool.
Battleship
But like,
thing.
what about people out there
Hell
that want
yeah,
to save
man.
some Plex?
What?
Well, they can read
Plex?
the shit on their
Yeah,
own.
like,
Maybe
we
it's
can-
on-
not
on
we
the-
announced
on
the Plex.
on
I mean,
launcher.
it's
Look
10%
on the
off
launcher.
of
I just want to
10%
point
off
it out to
Omega Time,
people that
3
don't
skill
fucking like,
extractors. Enjoy.
you know,
yeah, it's
log in
I
and know what
want
we
to
know
hear-
is being
If you're
current
coming
as
to
Well, I know
open
that-
comms,
that's what I'm saying,
if you're
like-
coming to open comms for your Eve news,
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
You
Uh,
probably
yeah.
got a problem.
we're kind of finding it out
You
as you
come
guys
here
are.
to listen
So
to us yell at each other when we're drunk. What's up, Zanus? How's it going on, Brody? Hey, LB,
Is
tell
that
me
how you
about the
pronounce that?
tell me about the room. I always say Zanus. How did the room go?
It went terribly. We died horribly. It was awful.
Like
where did
super
you guys
bad
end up
die?
linking to?
Yeah. So like we
How
took
far
our
did you get?
battleships, we threw frigates in the escape bay, we took a yeet filament, and we ended up in Vale of the Silent.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
a
some
great
guy
place
in
to go
local was
roaming.
like, "Hey, there's a Black Legion gate camp just over there," and we were like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's go
Oh,
get
see, I
it."
could have went on that.
And then it was bad. We all died.
I was thinking about going, but I was sitting there saying, 40% chance we end up blinking to a spot that has blues, and I'm not gonna be able to shoot them. So then I'd just be
Yeah.
sitting there going, and
Well, then-
I mean, so I was like, that's why on the Twitch versus Eve thing, I just flew Logi the whole time because I'm like, okay, if we catch blues, I could still just fly a Logi. I'm not actually shooting and getting on the blue kill bail, but on battleships, I mean, what is it, like? There's a Praxis. That's the Logi one, right?
Praxis is the
The sisters one, right? No, that's like the
no,
notes.
that's
That's
a-
the
that's a
Nestor is the
Nestor.
logic.
yeah, Nestor. So it's like I could
Nestor
fly a
is
Nestor,
the-
but eh.
Yeah, they're lame.
Um,
So
I
when we
had,
reshipped
like-
after that. We went into low sec with our battleships, and
Yeah.
went and then met another smaller gate camp that we were going to fight, and then a rapier showed up, and I told everyone to leave, but they
And then
didn't.
boom, hard
And then
drives
we
dropped
got
on it.
dropped by carriers.
Oh,
Yeah.
carriers. There you
Nice.
go.
And
was
then,
it black? Was it snuffed? Who was it?
No, it was Pen is out, I think. Those
Penis
guys.
out.
Yeah. And then
There
we
you go.
roamed around in our assault frigates after that and got a couple of kills. We killed a really expensive Kikimora. It was pretty nice.
I am going to ignore the fact that Manic is eating beef jerky on stream because he did me a favor today, so I'm not going to yell at him. I
you
put
didn't have to
Nurgles
draw
on all of my
attention to it.
battleships, by the way. Huh?
You didn't have to draw attention to it.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's what he
I
does.
had like 4 extra Nurgles, so I put them in all my battleships. So
You know,
that
I'm
was-
not even
that
using
sounds-
push to talk while I'm eating.
It's
So
okay.
you're-
That's
you
good.
have
That's-
nothing to
that-
complain
that,
about.
That doesn't matter. It's the
Nobody
visual
actually
image.
watches this show. People just
They
listen
watch
while
it.
they're doing
People are
other shit.
watching.
Yeah,
There are
I
people
mean-
right now
Nobody-
saying,
I don't
Wow.
think that's
watches
true.
this
the
show.
best
Yeah.
thing
Watches
about
You know who
Dirk
Alright,
on the
let's
show?
go.
I've been
show
watching
Can you
X up
imagine
into
is the
chat.
Megatron
If you're-
the
poster
if
person
you're
that
watching
watches
Bjorn
this
B,
show? How
X up in chat
embarrassing.
if you're actually watching the show. See,
Yeah,
no one's
Don't
everybody's
Xing.
fucking
watching.
lie
No
to me.
one's
Don't
Xing.
fucking
Yeah.
lie to me.
They're
I can
watching.
tell that you're lying.
So, anyways, I've been watching Bjorn B, and he's been doing the battleship
Oh
thing.
shit,
with
there's
the escape
X's.
frigate.
shit.
The Carneros is
And,
watching it.
Outed.
He's been using a Logi frigate. So he goes out and he gets in a fight, and then he warps to a safe, and then he ejects his Logi frigate and repairs his ship, and then he carries on.
And I saw Squishy did a video where he did the same
Yeah.
thing, and I
And
think
now-
that's a great idea. That's why
Now
I'm
he's
really
really
taking
fucking clever.
he's taking a magnate, so he's putting a magnate in there with probes in it, like combat probes and scanner
That's
probes.
smart. That's
And then
also
he's
smart.
packing the magnate full of booster charges,
That's
cap
fucking
boosters.
awesome.
And then he just fucking roams around. He gets like 2 or 3 fights out of a battleship. Pretty good. Pretty interesting to watch.
Now, I will. The other thing I'll say is one of the things that's been funny that we've been doing during the quarantine is like every night, Karma Fleet, which is my home away from home in the game. We've been watching Netflix funny movies together at 9:00, so I'm missing them watching.
What are the funny
Are you
movies
doing the
that are on
Netflix party
Netflix?
thing?
We watched Netflix Party.
Hell
We
yeah.
did Police Academy the other day. We did Naked Gun last night, and I'm not sure what they're watching now, but I think it's
Okay, so like Netflix, it's just all super old motherfucking shit.
they're doing Austin Powers and Goldmember tonight, so that's what they're doing. So that's not super
It's
old.
Netflix show, so you can actually. So
It's
for
not
those who aren't
super old. It's
aware,
only a decade.
you can actually make Netflix viewing parties, so you can pause and play at the same time as everyone else.
There's a Chrome extension called Netflix Party. Download
and-
it. It's awesome.
And
They
back
have a
back to game
Firefox
stuff.
version?
Back to game
No,
stuff.
it's just Chrome.
Bjorn B was out
Ooh.
streaming today, and he brought
Goldmember is actually a really high
Leshak
quality
out.
movie, no lie.
And Pando took a noob
right.
ship, max DPS noob ship fleet out and killed him, and I was sad that I missed that because I was working. That was freaking amazing. It was great. All ibises and catalysts and all that kind of shit. And I'll be surprised. I'll tell you, I was kind of surprised. I thought the Leshak would have been like super popping like everything, but I guess the tracking is not as good on those Leshaks as I thought it was. So that was pretty funny. I'm sorry I missed
Did you guys
that.
see
Yeah,
the
it's
tweet?
'cause a super
And I don't mean to
can track
derail,
a
but
frigate
go ahead,
better
Ray.
than a battleship. That's why I
Huh?
burst. No, I was gonna
What-
say
what-
a super can track a frigate better than a battleship. Just by some galaxy brain logic. from the
What?
game.
Well, it's the little fighters. The little fighters that do it.
And it's from a super, and they can track frigates better than a battleship.
There you go.
Did you guys happen to see the tweet from Hilmar today where it showed him like obviously in front of a green screen with the background behind him and whatnot, and he looked like a super old Killer Bee?
I don't know what Killer Bee looks
I
like.
saw that tweet. Yeah.
Really? Did he?
I would
don't know
say
what Killer Bee
super
looks
All right, I
old.
need to go look this up now.
Like honestly, I was really hoping that once I actually retweeted saying that out there, that Manic would have picked up on it and done a side by side of the two of them and then morphed it because I swear
honestly-
to God.
I
No,
don't-
I
don't
Oh, yeah, yeah,
think
we'll-
he's
we'll
like
get
that.
that color.
Look,
Other
don't
than
think
the
he
red
looks like an
hair
old
part of
LP.
it, because Kill is blonde and
That is-
obviously
it's
Hilmar's redhead, but
Dirk, you're wrong. He doesn't look like Killer there. He looks like fucking Jintan with a beard. That's what he looks like.
no, bull,
Yes.
bull
That
goddamn
looks
shit.
like Jin.
Imagine,
He doesn't
look like a
imagine if
meth head, like,
Jintan-
from
imagine
England.
if
It's
Jintan
like-
put on weight and grew a beard.
And but the glasses are the same. That is fucking Yintan.
Jintan doesn't have
No,
red
it's
hair.
the
though.
same
beard.
glasses that fucking Killer has.
By the way, I want to
It
point
looks
out
just like Yin.
Convict mentioned
That's
in
for
chat
sure.
Yeah.
this Sunday, Clear Skies viewing party on
Oh, I'm
CCP
so-
Yes,
Twitch
it is.
channel.
Yes,
Now, they're doing a marathon, so they're doing all three,
of them.
right?
They're doing all
Nice.
three back to
Start
back.
With
Said
the actual
freaking good.
creator, too.
with
Q&A
with
with
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Ian Chisholm will be
Q&A
there
with the creator.
providing director's
No, it's like
commentary.
director's
I
comments.
actually I have Clear Skies 3 on Blu-ray that has a lot of like behind the scenes stuff and outtakes and
Oh,
shit.
that's cool.
What do you mean on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
It
Wait, are
came
you
out in a
serious?
disc?
That's awesome.
Yes, I'm serious. Yeah, I don't know
That's
if you
so
still
freaking
can, but
good.
you used to be able to buy it on his
Holy
website.
shit.
Oh.
But it's got
That's so
like all
cool.
kinds of behind the scenes stuff. I literally bought a PS3 as a Blu-ray player just so I could watch this.
Yeah, the
Man,
first
I
two
love
are
Clear
great because they
Skies.
Awesome.
The Init logo in there is the spy thing is so freaking good. I love it.
the first two Clear Skies were great because they built the whole story, but the third Clear Skies had some actual solid writing in it. I mean,
They all do.
the
and
video
that's-
quality was
They
better.
all
but-
do. It's good. It's
That's-
well
You can't
done.
say that,
It's
Manic.
well written.
I'm sorry, you
Yes.
can't
No,
say
no,
that,
no.
Drayden. They all do. They've
They all
all
do.
got.
Well, no, I'm
quality
saying they're all good,
ratings.
but the third one
They
is
all do.
especially
Time
So,
looking
I-
the
for.
quality of the third
I-
one is
there's-
leaps and bounds above the first two.
The quality of the third one is miles ahead of the other two. They step up in quality each time, but
Look, the Wing Commander
the-
stuff, I always liked it. So that made me
the
laugh.
writing is that was like I've read interviews with Ian Chisholm because I love this fucking Clear Skies series. It's like I think it's one of the best pieces of
Manic,
Eve
why don't
media
you
to
tell
ever be.
everybody, including the babies, what Clear Skies is? Because they apparently don't know what it is.
So Clear Skies, and I'm not going to call them babies; they're just uninitiated. Let's say that.
Zoomers.
They're
The
children.
new bros.
There's
The
a
new,
lot of
the new Clear Skies bros.
there's a lot of newer Eve players who probably don't know what this is. This is kind of like I'll call it an Eve fan fiction, but this guy Ian Chisholm years ago, I want to say back in 2010, maybe even earlier, started creating the series in the Source Engine using Eve graphics combined with Source Engine like Half-Life 2 graphics. So he wrote this story about a group of Capsuleers flying a what is it? The
Tempest.
Minmatar battleship, the Tempest, called Clear Skies. And I've read a bunch of interviews from Ian Chisholm, and like that's his primary thing with each installment is to make sure that the story is good first, because if you have a shitty story, then everything else kind of suffers because of it. So if you look at it today, the graphics, they're Half-Life 2 graphics mixed in
still.
with Eve graphics. So the graphics are dated, but you can look past that and see that the story is really strong. The characters are well realized and developed. In the first and second installment, it was all like manual animation of the characters, but in the third, they managed to get their hands on some motion capture tech. So a lot of the
So that's
lot
how
of
the
anima-
fights.
the
No
animation
spoilers, sorry.
has stepped up a lot, and it's actually some of the fight scenes in the third, it's actually Ian Chisholm doing the motion capture for both characters.
Oh,
So
wow.
they had to map out the fight scene beforehand, and then he would have to act both parts, and then they would slap them together in the game engine.
The other thing
So-
I remember reading is that for the third one, CCP actually gave him access to a certain program something that they use for some of their, not their cinematics, but
No, it is
for
or
some. Well,
it
not the
was.
not the CGI cinematics, but some of their other visuals that you could tell are actual
It's-
in game. That you could place
yeah.
ships and have them work in a certain way that you want. It's like
It's called the Jessica engine.
So he got access to
used
that.
It used to be what I don't know if they still do, but it's what CCP used for a lot of their cinematics and animatics of Eve when they would make trailers and shit.
They didn't use
probably
the Carbon
use
engine.
no, they probably use something else now, because from what I understand, the Jessica engine was really difficult to work with. So as the quality of Eve trailers has increased over the years, I'm sure they've moved on to something a bit more advanced. But yeah, they gave Ian this access to the Jessica engine to make Clear Skies 3, and you can definitely see from part 2 to part 3 the step up in the graphical
I mean, part
quality.
3 looks so much better. I mean,
It
They
does.
got a
not
voice
even
act. Who was the voice
Wouldn't
actor
you
they got for
expect
3?
that part 3 looked so much fucking better?
That's
well,
why
you expect
that's
it
why-
as
Hold
it
on,
goes
hold on.
through and
I'm
does the
sorry.
stuff that it's going to get better.
What was the
yes.
year that part 1 came out in versus
I
part
wanna
3?
say-
And like, wouldn't we expect progression
Yeah, I want to say part 1 came out in 2008, 2009.
around there, right?
Yeah. So yeah, clearly the style of animation was going to step up, but in terms of like when he's using the Source engine for the characters and shit, that still all looks like Half-Life 2, but it's layered on top of
What
what we
Did Half-Life 2 look bad? Like, when you were playing
well,
Half-Life
at the
2
time-
not at
like
the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. When Half-Life,
Alright.
If you look at Half-Life 2 now,
it's
does
awful.
not hold
But
up
at the
all.
time it was released, it was
Clear
great.
Skies. All right, Clear Skies 1 was 2008. Clear Skies 2 was 2009, and Clear Skies 3 was 2011.
Okay,
So-
and then
So it's
was
10 years
Star
old.
Wars
still
terrible
pretty
because
fucking good.
people had fucking models as opposed to CGI? Like, do you look back on
Star
it now
Wars
and go,
was
you know, that
terrible
movie
for
would
so
have
many
just been
different, so many
would
other
have just been
reasons.
better if they didn't do it
And
in
they're so fucking good.
1974
And,
or
anyway,
5,
all
6,
All of
whatever.
this to say, there's a Clear Skies viewing party this Sunday on CCP's channel. They're going to show all three of them. Ian Chisholm, it sounds like, will be there to provide commentary during
gonna be on
or
their
after
Twitch?
the viewing.
Yeah,
it's going to be on their Twitch
yeah.
channel.
and it's going to be
Twitch.tv/CCP.
1900
Are they
1900
gonna
or
let
1930. I think
people
it's
talk in Twitch
1930
while
Eve
this
time.
is going on?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not part of it.
Convict, can I just throw it out there? Just lock that fucking channel down. Like seriously, do not let fucking chit chat happen over. Let them all talk in
What are
their
you talking
discords.
about?
We've got things
No,
like that.
you want
because
chat in the
otherwise
Twitch.
it'll be just like
No,
Monkey
no.
Haven.
Who
No,
gives a
he's
shit about
having-
Monkey
You can
Haven?
always
That's
turn the
watching
chat
a
off, too.
show.
He's having the creator do commentary, live
Yeah.
commentary is what it
So
made.
let
is what
him
made
do it,
sound
but
like.
like close it down to like
Well,
you know
yeah, that's
everybody
what they're
fucking
doing.
else.
Well,
They're
yeah,
letting
yeah.
him do it.
Yeah, they're not going to have everyone in there.
Like, why would they have anyone?
Or are you talking
else
about the
Take
text-
away
live
their
commentary?
fucking like Fourth Amendment rights or whatever the hell it is. It's like
He's
just
talking about
let
the
them-
text. He's talking about the
That's not
text
what
and
the-
chat and Twitch. You can't close that down. But if you don't want to see people chatting in Twitch, you can always
there's not
close
gonna
your
be,
chat.
No,
It's
there's
not,
not going to
don't
be
tell
hundreds of
me
people.
to not look at it. I just don't want other people to look at it either.
You can't do that.
Well, I can't.
Derek's talking about Pornhub now. Manic, I'm
Here's a
excited
shot to
by
that
this.
though.
I think we need to do a shot for this.
Yeah, I'm
Clear
excited.
Skies.
I'll be watching.
To them,
I'll
to them
do a
playing
shot for
all
the
three,
Clear
right?
Skies
Hold on.
trilogy,
Are they
'cause
playing them
that's a
back to
fucking-
back?
Not
Yeah,
just
marathon.
In terms
All
of, like,
three. All
one,
three
two,
not
back
just
three.
to
in
back.
terms of storytelling in Eve, knowing what I
It's
like.
great.
That's in terms of the technical achievement of like animating all of that shit. I'm sure that was really fucking hard. Yeah, I'll do a shot to all of Clear Skies.
Dude, how hard can it
That's-
be? I've seen the videos you've been putting out lately.
I
Like,
will
with,
say-
like,
That shit is not
With,
easy,
like,
dude.
GIFs
A
and
nine
GIFs.
fucking
Dirk
9-second animation takes me all day.
It
So,
is.
and I will
Look, I'll
say-
tell you flat out.
I know.
mean,
So
I've
that
done
it means it couldn't have been that hard for them
There
back
you go.
then.
I was
my
gonna say,
like
this
3-minute
is like
commercial
a.
took us a month to shoot.
I think this is a really
yeah.
neat idea from CCP in terms of like utilizing their streaming channel as well. Like, I mean, I think this
I
is a
love
new
the
change, and
fact-
I'm really excited for this.
I love the fact
For
that
them
they
to
are
show
doing
like player
all that
created stuff.
player
No, I
stuff.
mean,
they're
from, like,
showing.
Yeah,
Like,
but,
but like
streaming it and
today,
inviting
like
everyone
when
to watch
Convict
it
and
versus-
Dopamine and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guys
yeah.
were out roaming and shit with what's his face? That was great.
Corvus.
Corvus. That was great.
Come on, it was so much easier back then. Like affording college.
10 years
Ha,
ago,
ha, ha,
yeah,
ha,
no.
ha, 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 ha.
Har har. I
Dirk,
want to give a
I know
plug-
you were so proud of that joke, man.
I know. Like
He was
I
trying.
tried
He was
to work
really
it
loud.
really quick out in the stream chat first to see what the reaction was, and then like I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm going with it."
Just let me know next time you want to make a really shitty joke. I'll get that queued up.
Yeah.
Dude, I got like a healthcare joke behind that. I got like all kinds of fucking jokes backed up
Just,
behind
like
that.
tug on your ear or something. I'll know.
you need the Seinfeld sound.
Dirk thinks of these things throughout the week, and he's like, "Man, I'm saving that
Yeah.
for Friday."
Yeah, I'm gonna see how this one fucking works.
He's been working on his stand-up act this whole time.
All that being said,
Day job.
I hope that they do have an intermission in between each, so that everybody can like
I'm sure
walk
they
and get
will,
more
yeah.
popcorn and like
Yeah, yeah,
shit
take a
like that,
bio-
or
take
like
a
those
bio
of us who are
break.
like want to go take a pee.
Yeah, they won't rapid fire them, but I'm sure they'll probably put like a half hour in between. I would guess. I mean, well, hold
Why
on.
half an hour.
We
Just-
have someone
all
in
you need
chat.
10
Convict
minutes
is-
to go take a shit.
Yeah, Convict is gonna be sitting there with Ian. So Convict, do you know what the
we're all
intermission
fucking
times
old.
are gonna be?
Yeah, it's like literally, there's nobody playing this fucking game even
For
watching
my
this shit
for
that
my
isn't old. So.
25th birthday, 10 years ago, we rented a theater and I played the Matrix trilogy all back to back with a half-hour intermission in between. It was
Same with
fucking
the
awesome.
half hour in between, and that was like back in the fucking day when like people were like, I don't even.
I
have to
remember-
piss
Oh,
keep
5 to 10
watching.
minutes. Okay, so not half an
Remember,
hour.
I
5 to
saw
10 minutes.
in DC. In DC, there's this great theater. It's a very old theater called the Uptown. It's like 100 years old. It's great theater.
And it
I
was
remember
always
when-
called the Uptown, or
I
only
love
when
it.
it
It's
got
always been called the
gentrified?
Uptown.
Old theaters
It's the
are so
Uptown.
cool.
And it's so cool, and it has one screen, and it's like a big like orchestra, It looks like you're going to the Kennedy Center watching an opera
Fuck
when you go to
yeah.
that theater. It's great. And I remember we went and
So it got
spent
$30 million
all
in funding?
day, like, I want to say we had like sleeping bags and all kinds of shit. We saw Lord of the Rings trilogy. When the third one came out, we watched all three of them in a
my
row
God.
all day.
That's a
It was freaking great.
10-hour expenditure.
It was so good.
I loved the Lord of the Rings movie.
I
when it
just
came out.
killed this Bushmills.
I remember when Fellowship of the Ring came
Bushmills.
out. I saw it once. I was like, that was so good. And then I skipped school the next day to go watch it again.
Why would you even have a bottle of Bushmills around to fucking
Because
kill?
I'm Irish. Fuck off.
You're not fucking Irish.
Yes, I am.
You're
I'm
not.
Yes,
You're a
I
big
am.
giant pumpkin, but you're not Irish.
I am
It's
not.
like-
I am fucking Irish. I'm Irish American, I should say. I'm a third Irish American. My great grandmother came over. I'm a Murphy. That's it. My last name is German.
what is
but I'm
everybody who
more
ever
Irish
ate a
as
fucking
German.
potato goes, I'm fucking Irish?
I'm not. I'm
Fucking
serious. Like,
I'm not
I can show
Irish.
you my damn DNA test. I'm Irish.
I like potatoes.
I'm not Irish.
Potatoes are good.
I'm like a
First
mix
of
of
all,
a
Shit
potatoes
bunch.
are
anime.
I did not mean to get
Potatoes
us
are
off
the
into either potatoes or the Irish. I'm sorry.
I have like
My
a
apologies.
lot of Swedish
Have
and
you
then just a
guys ever
mix of
had mashed
everything else after
potatoes?
that. It's like Swedish, some German, probably some British, and then
My background is crazy. Like it's mostly Scots Irish and German. My German side of the family came over in like the 18, like right at the end of the Civil War.
yeah, we gotta go back to
But
you.
This
the
is
English
an
part
EVE
of the
Online
family was
podcast.
here in like 1600. Right there you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's
Okay.
go
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to it.
We have devolved off of Eve for a while.
Well,
No,
what,
we
all right,
didn't.
all right, we weren't
No, we
talking about
didn't,
Eve
'cause
stuff.
we
can
were
talk about
on
Eve
to-
Oh,
stuff.
we talked about the
We were on to
the,
Clear
the
Skies
Omega
for quite a
sale.
bit of
Talked
time there.
Well,
which
yeah,
is
we were talking about
a
Clear
legitimate
Skies.
Eve tangent. This whole Irish
I lost
shit,
it.
though,
I
it's like
lost
I
a
don't even
couple
know
of
who brought
shit
us
for
there.
dreads. We can talk about that if we want. I lost
Well,
some dreads
we
to
can
pine cones
start- we
because the
can
fucking
start
pine cones
from-
killed me.
Saturday till now, right? So we did Twitch versus Eve.
That was
did you
fun.
guys- did you
Was
guys
that
all
fun?
part-
Did you guys
yeah.
do? I didn't get a chance to do that.
I was
I
on
was
all
there
the
for
I-
Bjorn's. I was there for Bjorn's fleet and Baleful's fleet, and I died like 10 seconds into Baleful's.
I was on the
fleet.
first three. I didn't get to the last two, but so I did Bjorn's, Pando's, and yeah, Virion.
So you did Pandos. How was Pandos? Because I wanted to do it.
It
but
was
I
good.
didn't get a
Fun, yeah.
chance.
The funny thing with both of those first two fleets is we ended up going into essentially PanFam space to go shoot stuff.
We went to
And-
Providence for the first
Well,
one.
okay, yes, the first
But
one was Providence,
PanFam
but
was there,
PanFam came.
Yeah, they were slaughtering capitals and carriers. So I had died. So I just like got in a new ship and went next door and was just flying around all my blues, just whoring on kill mills. And then they're like, "Oh, guys, we can't break this Revenant," because they were shooting a Revenant, which I believe it belonged to Wrecking Crew. And they were all arguing about like, "Oh, we can beat him. No, we can't." Like what the fit was or whatever. Because it was tie dye, so they had been spending a lot of time. Bjorn was like leading the charge. I know Initiative was there. They had the Thrasher fleet, and I believe there were maybe a couple other fleets.
There was a Phantasm fleet, and I forget who was
Yeah,
flying
yeah.
that. Fuck, who was it? It's on the tip of my
I don't-
tongue.
I know. I remember their icon because I was like, "Who the fuck are these nerds?"
Yeah.
But anyway, Pan came over and saved the Revenant, and then everyone died.
Yeah,
It
we
was
did
the
kill another dread first.
Chimera. We killed the
Yeah,
Chimera. Yep.
Oh, Chimera. Yeah. So it wasn't a dread. We killed the Chimera, and then the Rev. It was funny because we were
killed the
slowly. It took forever. We started getting like he was baiting us because he was taking. We got him down to like 20% armor after about 45 minutes of shooting him, and someone they went and looked up his previous fits on Revelations, and they're like, it shows he has a repper and an ancillary repper on these. I don't know if he's used the ancillary yet. And then he got to like 20% armor. He's like, whoop, 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 back to full health.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck.
back to
Okay,
hundo.
we're not gonna break this guy. And then PanFam, like PL and NC Dot all came in and just blew us the fuck up. The funny thing was like they killed everyone in the fleet, and then I was the last one left alive, and they just didn't kill me. And I was saying I had the blue camouflage, so maybe they just didn't see me. But yeah. And then I was like, well, shit. So I just ejected out of my scimitar and then self-destructed my pod back.
You could've
I don't
gone,
think
like,
anyone
jumps
picked it
and
up.
stuff.
I was telling them in local, I was like, hey, you guys that lost a ship, grab this scimitar and fly it back. And then they all left. And so there might still be a scimitar in that system. I don't even remember what system it was. Then the second fleet, that was Pando's fleet. We went against, let's see, we had Kieran's and Kiki's? Was that what it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Kikimora fleet
Kikimora's.
with Kieran's.
Yeah, he misses
And-
you, Wolfgood.
There you go.
Yeah, we went against a Pandemic Horde fleet.
Yeah, they brought Caracals, I think it was.
Was it Caracals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think so. Yeah.
we were ganking nerds in Pam Fam space. So like Drade and I believe Corcus God was there as well. We were just like support ships, so we didn't shoot them. So then Horde reacted. Pando was trying a new fleet out. I think it was like oversized afterburners is what he was trying to do, just like experiment. But I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think- I
and
think he
again,
was
the
test-
second
testing it
time
out.
that whole
Yeah.
fleet died, and then they didn't kill me. So it's like I was just like,
Did you
man.
at least stock up in friendly space?
That one I did because there was a Pandemic Horde Citadel in the system. So the first one I didn't because it's like, I mean, I'm not going to come out to Pravi to get the Scimitar, and I'm not going to fly at 20 jumps to get back to Almamaki when the next fleet's taken off.
Shout out to Wolfglen99 for just being here tonight.
up,
motherfucker.
Love you, Wolf Glenn. Dude, I posted my DNA test in the chat, Dirk. I'm 40% Ireland and Scotland, so suck my balls.
You're like 92% Ethiopian. Nobody gives a fuck.
No, I'm not. Do I look Ethiopian to you? Do I look Ethiopian? I am the opposite.
And then
I'm
I'm
just
a-
saying
I'm
nobody
a-
gives
He's
honestly
literally
nobody
the
gives a
opposite
fucking
of
rat's ass. You
Ethiopian.
can wear
Total
orange all you want to, but like
giant-
nobody cares.
White guy.
Virion.
There you go.
Well, Virion. So Virion's fleet was the third one. That one was fun. It was
That was
kind
fun.
of it was
What
kind of
did
a
he-
kitchen
what did he
sink.
take out?
It was like a
So
kitchen
he
sink
had-
armored
His kitchen
battleship
sink?
type
What
thing.
did you-
Yeah.
So what did you?
I flew a
you fly
Zarmaz.
Logi?
I
This
flew a
is a large
Zarmaz. I've
fleet.
never flown a Zarmaz before, and I loved it.
There you go.
My
We were
one.
both in Zarmads, but I
Yeah.
died to a gate camp, so I brought a stork and then
Oh yeah, yeah. We were because our wormhole that we were using to get from Amamaki up there died or
Yeah.
closed, and so we had to just gate it. And Rain got caught, and I got away. So
Yeah. Which is fine. I fly Zarms a lot, so it's no big
I was gonna stick around and because we probably could have because there was a
don't
bigger
think
ship
so.
and a smaller one. We probably could have put drones on and got rid of that guy, but
Oh, maybe.
so that one we went against some capitals, but we couldn't break them. That one he brought in. I think we brought in like 3 dreads and
Yeah, so Spectre Fleet, it was really fun. So we had so some streamers were in faxes. So Baleful, who was another FC, brought her fax. And then Spectre Fleet was there, I believe, with subs as well as capital. So we were pretty much just following broadcast because everyone was like hostile to us, kind of like in PSI. But it was a shit ton of fun. I think we extracted everything but one carrier and the dreads. I think all the dreads died, but from our fleet,
Yeah.
we extracted all carriers.
Yeah, most of our main fleet died because at the end I think it was just Viren and a handful of Logi left, and a few other ships got out. But I liked the Zarmaz. The one critique I had against it was it's only got the 1 rep. I mean, yeah, it had the 3 small reps on it, but that wasn't any good against unless you were repping your other Logi bros that were right next to you because
Yeah.
we were off the main fleet. So the damage was getting split mainly because we were going against some Hodreds, and so there was a bunch of different damage getting split across the fleet. It's like, okay, I just have to pick one person to try to save, as opposed to normally when you have damage split, you could put, okay, this guy's taking the most damage, so put like a heavy and 2 mediums on him and a large over on this guy. And you could split the reps, and you can't do it on that ship, and it was really awkward. Just kind of had to like choose who
Yeah.
you were gonna let die and who you were gonna try to save.
Yeah, no, that fleet was fun. And then that was like at the 5.5 hour mark, 5.5 hours mark. So I dropped there, but Baleful's fleet, did you fly on Baleful's, either of you?
I didn't get Baleful's or Grey Gal's
I
fleet.
died like 10 seconds in.
In
Okay,
the Belfals?
so Grey Gal didn't do hers.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
Grey Gal's work came up. Did you
Oh,
fly
okay.
on it, LB?
I flew on Balefals.
Okay,
I got
yeah.
How'd that
bombed
go?
on the fucking
We
gate
got
and
we got
died.
bombed.
Oh no.
Yeah. Wah, wah. The wife was happy though because I did all 4 fleets, and she was like, "Are you fucking done yet?"
But I heard her fleet was a shit ton of fun though too. She did Harbingers and they went north, I believe, into Tribute, if that's right. And I heard she had a blast. Besides like the initial wave of bombs, I think they.
I want LB's wife to say something because Dirk thinks
Seriously,
thinks
not
she's
just
muted.
fucking laugh like in
We
the
just have the
background.
one mic,
No,
so here, just say something, honey.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
was-
say something.
Hello.
Hi, Mrs. LB.
Hello, Mrs. LB.
What's up?
Hello.
The laptop she was hooking up to is dead, so she can't hear
Yeah.
you now.
Well, and also
No,
That
it's
sucks.
no, it's totally fine. Like I also do. Hold on, let me rephrase.
Her
this.
mic was
I
muted
also
'cause they have-
do it with my wife. Hold on,
they have,
let me
they have
rephrase
one
that.
mic,
Hold on.
so they muted her so
I
they could get
obviously
2
do it
inputs
with my
coming
wife,
through.
but like, yeah. Anyways, just want to
That
make
was
sure that
Saturday?
she can talk.
Does anyone remember what happened Sunday?
Does she know what the push to talk
slept
button
in.
is, LB? Have you taught her what the push to talk button is? If she wants to interject some shit like all of a sudden, or are you just like completely fucking blocking her with your right shoulder on her left?
There
That's
is
his
one push to
special.
talk button, but she has access to it whenever she wants. So
There you go.
All right.
She can
As long
say
as,
whatever she
as long
wants.
as you move your shoulder out of the way to let her to get to it, right?
yeah, she just pokes me in the eye and says push to talk, and I hold it down.
There we go. Fine.
My wife asked if I was drunk already, and the answer to that question is yes. I had like
Really?
nothing to eat today.
Really?
And
See,
I've
I
had-
didn't have anything
Mrs.
to
Brisk.
eat either. And that's where that whole fucking pizza
I've
thing
had
came from a little
nothing.
while ago. But like,
I didn't have dinner. I had lunch, and that's it. I ended up. I had some pizza for lunch, and that was it. And
and that is exactly
finished
why your
this
wife
bottle
is
of
like
Bushmills.
DMing me in a side channel, being like, "Can you be more tonight?"
Pizza.
Right,
is
she wants
so
you to
Because
be
good.
over
Briss
the
is gonna
top.
go wild.
she wants you to be over the top.
No, she wants you
She
to go
likes
a
it
little
when you're
wild, but like she
crazy,
wants me
Dirk.
to like be more. She wants me to be extra.
She wants
As
you to
the,
be
as the
Oh,
kids
God.
say nowadays.
Crazy.
Wants Dirk to be able to. Dirk said there's like no one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Maximum over Dirk.
No, she doesn't want
We don't
that
go there
either.
anymore.
She wants me to hold the fuck back, but she wants me to just be a little more than fucking brisk, which actually is like it just comes natural.
Oof.
Just comes natural.
So Saturday, Sunday. Do you guys remember what happened Sunday?
No, I don't.
No.
So
I was touching
on,
myself.
Yeah.
I was on the Trash Talk Tuesday stream with Redline. So
On a
Redline had
Sunday?
Pittsburgh. No, on Tuesday.
Oh.
But Pittsburgh was
You're
on
asking
there.
us what happened on Sunday.
And so Pittsburgh explained Sunday, him, some of the CapF dudes, and a couple others actually set up this massive bait for, I believe it was Razor and XIX Titans.
Oh,
And they
that was
ended up
Sunday.
doing a massive Titan slaughter. And by massive, I mean it was like 5 or
It was
whatever.
5 Titans and 5 Supers. Still
Yeah.
good though. Yeah,
And so,
I
like,
yeah, I
that
was
was,
not
like-
there for that.
Yeah, so that was like NC and friends, Volta. Oh yeah, Volta was the other main player with them. And a couple pets against Razor, XIX, and a bunch of other nerds. And they just fucking killed a bunch of Titans, and it was
Nerds.
a bunch of people dying.
Yeah, I think it was around 500-600 million losses for XIX's
Yeah.
side, and then I think our side lost about 100 bill in dreads.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was pretty
and
crazy.
a
That was
lot
a
of
good
the-
fight.
A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean,
the
that was a
dreads got out
crazy,
too, I
crazy
saw.
Yeah,
fight.
the video that they played was surprising how many dreads actually got out. It was like hit and run. That was pretty smooth.
Yeah, but that happened.
Now I
Sunday.
was excited. The next night was the
Monday?
EC tech.
Yes,
whatever.
yeah. So Brisky,
Yeah.
tell us about EC.
All right, so all right. Look,
Got your ass beat.
we did. We have been.
Oh, hey, what's up, lady?
Funny.
I like to fuck with the pine cones. We like to fuck with the pine cone guys. We've been baiting them out. We bait out hobos. We bait out pine cones. We fight with these guys all the time. They're in Syndicate. Pine cones controls like all of Syndicate now, which is crazy. And it was. We had a dread. We basically had a dread escalation versus them, and I got shit on because I had a Phoenix that was a Hoth Phoenix that I switched the guns on at the last minute because I didn't have any. I didn't bother fixing anything because I didn't care. And I had another Rev that had an active repper on it, and we dropped on pine cones. And I think between the two of us, it was like $1 trillion fight, but it was pretty cool. It was the first real like solid dread fight that I've seen that we've had in a long, long time, and it was fun. And yes, us and Goons together, it was us and Jay and those guys. We had a good fight, but we ended up coming out on the downside of it. And I give Pinecones credit, but man, it was a fun fight. I haven't seen a big dread brawl like this in a long, long time. Pretty cool.
Hell
And
yeah.
I lost 2 dreads. I haven't lost a dread in 2 years. So this is the first dread I've lost in forever, which made me happy. Because these things have been sitting in my inventory forever, and I just never use them.
Do you ever make the mistake of insuring it before jumping, and then you?
I
never-
totally insured it this time. I was so excited because I was like, we're going to fight pine cones. This is the thing. Pine cones killed my widow like 2 years ago.
Every
And
time you bring it up.
every time I fight them, I bring up pine cones killed my widow. Then we were out in a Karma Fleet roam, and I was in a Draugr. It was like a Bill Plus Draugr, and they killed that. So every time I see these guys, I'm automatically like number one. First, like literally, they killed me before they killed Jay Amazing.
Of course, that's your text tone.
The sailor
course it
whistle.
That's because it's funny,
Of-
Brisk.
Sorry,
of
I don't know
course
why my
that's your
phone's going
text
off.
tone.
Well, I don't know why my phone's
What
going
is
off
this?
during this.
What?
It's like a sailor
It's
whistle.
a- bosun whistle
it's
from
a
Star Trek.
submarine. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
thing.
like-
It's a bosun whistle.
Jesus.
Anyway, they go after me first, and it's funny. And I love these guys. I love pine cones. I hate pine cones, but I love pine cones. We fight them all the time. But like, there's this running gag that I have with these guys forever of pine cones killed my widow, and I will never stop saying it. So I'm always the first primary, and they killed me the first time. The best part was they
That's
didn't
really
realize.
clever.
Yeah, I know. They didn't realize that my ult was there until like halfway through the fight, and then he died. But I got on like 30 dread kills with my ult. My Brisk died in like 10 seconds, right before Jay. We were both in Phoenixes, and we died like immediately. It was pretty funny. But it was a great fight. And I was like, we need to have more of these old school dread fights before all these moon changes come through, so that nobody can like replace their dreads. But I need to buy some more Phoenixes and some more revs in fountains. So if you're selling Phoenixes, I'll take one. Dirk is gone. Everybody else is gone.
So I was
What
gonna say,
happened
Blazing and
Monday?
Dom, did you guys want on cam? If
Oh no, I'm good, dog.
okay.
We can
Bunny's
kick
here?
Dirk out
Okay,
if you
we
want.
We
can just-
finally made it.
Yeah, Blazing's here. We'll just
So
wait
Blazing,
till after
how was
show.
your date?
How was your date?
How was your date,
Why are you
man?
fucking dating?
Yeah, you
during
can blame
Corona
Bob
and
for
I thought you were supposed to
dropping
be
the
so
info
Yeah.
on that.
Bob told us you had a date, and this is
Yeah,
bullshit.
it sucked.
Oh no.
That bad. There you go. Well, you shouldn't be dating anyway, you
Did
crazy
you give
fuck.
her the corona?
Did
Hoping
you
she
buy
didn't
her
hear
a
it.
Corona?
Well, Blazing.
We drove around for like 15 minutes, which oddly enough, I'm surprised it took that long to go past every bar in Grand Forks. But and none of them are open.
Well, Blazing. Pornhub's giving a free month subscription right now, for no cost.
Yeah, no need to go on dates.
Who did?
So Tuesday we had the low sec patch hitting. Loyalty to low sec hit, so lots of low sec changes coming in, as well as probably some miscellaneous stuff I don't care about. But I actually moved to low sec over the weekend. I moved back home to Amamake,
Oh dear God.
and I have
Yeah.
I have literally.
I need to
100
grab some
thrashers.
wolves and come fight you.
You should. I have a lot of thrashers if you want to brawl out.
Not just random.
Bartails. I'm coming.
Thrashers.
I was say, what was the cause of the move? Just to be closer to fights over there? Or?
I'm assuming it's because so PL's ancestral. So all of PL moved to. Well, I say all of it's
Oh,
not
never
really
mind.
all.
I'm not going.
But PL's ancestral home is Amamake. If you look, there's actually whatchamacallit, monument, one of those like in-game monuments on the Ostagar Gate. So with this whole Champions of low sec / Kings of low sec, we all moved there. Obviously, and I love the Kings of low sec idea. And then I realized the more I think about it, the more it's like so Eve player-esque, because you're like, oh, whoever kills the most wins, and like in your mind you're like, oh, so you have to go out there and you have to PvP and you have to find good kills and like fly cheap ships so you don't feed your enemies kills, blah blah blah, right? No, but the reality is that it's whoever games the system the most to just like feed kills.
AKA whoever sits on the high sec gate to whatever system is.
The
So
Gnome
basically,
Sits in
whoever
Tama on
is
the North
who's on the
Gate.
Tama Gate camp is the one that's gonna do well.
What is
so
it?
you say that,
Hammer, Rancer, and
yeah. But if you say that, but really, all it takes is some dude just like sacrificing 3 titans and being like, I'm gonna load this cargo up with Plex, and if it drops, I'll
Is
load it
Paronga
up
still
on
in jail? He should be out there doing that.
which is hard because even if I mean, it'll probably drop, seeing that what the loot rate in low sec right now, like 90%.
90%. Yep.
It was what happened
Well,
last time. They made
Which
it near
I think
100%
I
loot
love
rate.
the fact that they did that, because
Yeah.
every time they do like the 90% loot drop is pretty badass. Because it's awesome. You can finally make some money PvPing. I
To the
like it.
gate campers' credit, so PL was gate camping. We killed a 5-bill Astero and like a 5-bill Rifter, and I want to say all the loot dropped. So you're like, oh, dude, that sucks. Like, blah blah blah. This competition, but it's like, fuck yeah, everyone's 5-bill richer, like easy.
I'm gonna do a shot, and I'm gonna do a shot to Hydra, believe it or not, for making that keep star in Amamake Freeport, because that could have gone really poorly this last Saturday.
Oh yeah, I signed. So I'm like, Drayden, I can sign you on this keep start, and I
Is
like.
Dirk
to
No,
sign
you
on
didn't
with-
say. You're like, I'll
looks
sign you.
like
I thought
Dirk's
you were
fighting
talking about a
with Kate.
station in
No, it's a younger
Amamake, so she's
version.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
sign
not.
us.
He's I won't get
Yeah!
Hey, it's McGurk
won't
Jr.
get-
Yes!
Get McGurk Jr. on the
Do
show.
it!
Come on.
Do it!
Come on, Dirk. Let McGurk
Dirk,
Jr.
let
on
her
the
on.
show.
Let her on.
Yeah.
Come on.
She
Yeah.
has nothing better to do. McGurk
Go
Jr.
wash your hands.
Oh, so dropped items won't count for.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
Yeah,
thought
drop
she
Hold on.
was.
So good.
Wow.
I thought she was lighting a Sino on a like an NPC station in Amamaki, and then she lights the Sino and I jump. I'm in the jump tunnel. She's like, "Oh, I hope you could dock here." I'm like, "Oh,
Yes,
it's a
yes, I
keep
know.
star."
But you keep putting the loot back in because it's 90% drop rate. So you may get that 10% chance of your massive stack of Plex. Or you're gonna
Exactly.
get dropped on and lose all
well,
the
you're gonna
Plex
get
to
dropped
an
on
enemy.
regardless, but still.
Yeah.
Look,
No, I've
I
had
will say
fun with
this:
it.
my favorite part of the Love to Lowsec thing that they were able to do was fixing the gate sliding thing. That makes me so happy
Yes.
because I brought that issue up to them when they fucked it up last CSN and said, "Look, you guys, this is a huge deal for the Lowsec guys. Can you do anything about it?" And they said, "Well, it's really hard to fix this. We didn't realize it was as big a deal." And I'm glad they finally found a creative way to do that.
How long
because-
ago? How many years ago was this?
Last
Uh,
year, it was only 1 year.
Last year. Okay. I was going to
There's-
bring up CCP clock, the 3 to 5 year timeline when
That's-
CCP gets things done. But
Correct.
within a year,
They-
that's
they,
impressive.
They pulled it off. I brought this up the first summit. All right, so I guess it was 2 years technically. So it was the fall of 2018, and they got it done, and that made me happy because they fixed it. Because that was a huge deal for the faction warfare guys. Now, I told Rise and the rest of these guys when we
Suspect
talked to them
timer.
this, they still need to fix the Citadel issue in faction warfare. Until they fix that,
They fixed a
everything's
little
still
bit
fucked
of it.
up.
They fix only a little bit, so you cannot tether on a Citadel if it is on the enemy if the
Which is
system
good.
controlled by an enemy
That's a
faction.
start. That's
It's
a
a
start.
start. Yes, I agree.
They need to fix it so you can't even dock. But regardless, the fact that they did that stuff is a huge deal for those guys, and I'm very excited for them because they finally got some fixes.
Shout out to Foodster in the chat who was with Dirt and Glitter, which is a low set corp.
We
Dirt,
were-
that's Windex. Windex does not desanitize. That cleans glass.
No, he's cleaning up a spilled shot.
Lick it. Lick it. It's good.
Oh,
You
for you.
spilled
okay.
the
That
shot.
McGurk Jr. came in and spilled a shot. That's why he was waving here saying, "Get the hell out of here."
How did she spill a shot, Dirk?
I had this.
Dirk,
I
just
had
use
this
your
picture
mouth.
of Dirk spraying his hands with Windex.
Well, at least you don't got the Rona on your keyboard now, so that's a good sign.
Foodster is a good
Bitch,
human
you got
being. I met
coronavirus.
Foodster at Vegas, and I was so excited. I'm like, "You're that dude
got
that links all the
coronavirus.
food."
Oh shit!
He's a
Got
Alliance mate
coronavirus.
not too long ago. But yeah,
Have,
so
like, your
I'm
Lowsec to a wormhole, and someone's like, "I wish this warp speed change would stay the same for everywhere."
Oh my God,
Yeah.
the
I would-
Lowsec
yeah.
warp speed thing
Crazy.
was so good. We had a
I like it.
whole connection through Lowsec, and it was so much faster getting through there. That was great.
I will say, like flying back in Lowsec again, I'm like super fucking excited. Like I
Dude,
miss
don't
Lowsec.
you just get
I miss-
continuously?
Oh,
Don't you
thanks
just
for
get
the reset.
continuously murdered by gate guns or something?
Look, I'm not used to
You gotta be
fighting on
good.
gates. I'm used to fighting in plexes, but I still love Lowsec.
I'm just not used to Lowsec at all.
Holy
Lowsec
shit,
is
it's only
weird
10
to me.
o'clock?
Did he just wipe his face with that Windex fight?
Dude,
I
I
can't
did.
believe
The
it.
other side of that.
You
fucking
totally
Windex
did.
fight. Just because a shot got spilled doesn't mean I can't hear you,
It
motherfucker.
doesn't desanitize, Dirk.
I'm not here to
Dirk,
fucking
sanitize
You have to
Nice
use
shit,
Lysol,
Windex.
just like Lysol.
Dirk, I had no idea you were Greek. I didn't know that the whole Windex thing was like
Oh
a
my
Dirk
god,
thing.
Windex will cure everything. Yada yada.
That was the funny thing is
I
my
did it
wife
for the
is
fucking audience. Everybody chill the fuck out.
Oh
Mrs.
yeah,
Brisk.
sure.
Yeah.
Mrs. Brisk is Greek Cypriot, like first generation, and we watched
Why are we going through all of Brisk's family history?
my big fat Greek.
Because
wedding. I
you
don't
know
know what
what?
it is. We're doing it
Because
tonight.
he's got a story about it. If you got a
We're
story
doing
to
that
tell
tonight.
about yours,
And
tell
I
it.
just
Open
that was
comms
funny
ancestry.
I
because-
saw my mom today.
because
Ancestry
the-
episode.
because the stuff in my big fat Greek wedding, 95% of that is true. The only thing that I could not figure out was the Windex thing. Like
The
there was never a
Windex will-
Windex thing.
The Windex will fix the fucking world. Like right
So,
But
now,
I'll tell you-
honestly, honestly, I've heard a
that's
bunch
the
of
thing.
goddamn
The-
crazy ass stories
Time out,
about how
time out. Guys,
helicopters
Windex
are
thing-
like
Stop,
gonna
time out.
gonna
Time
douse
out.
the world in
Serious.
Lysol.
Serious.
It's the
Time out.
Windex.
All right, all right.
Time
You're
out.
timing out. Time out.
Time out.
Timing out for Manic.
Panic.
Thank you.
I have not seen my big fat Greek wedding, so no spoilers, please.
Same.
Okay, there you go.
I don't ever intend to watch it, but same.
But
I'm never gonna watch it. but
It's a
please
very
don't
there's
funny
spoil
there's
it for
one
me.
Anchor,
there's
you
one
are.
joke in there. There's one joke in there that like the guy that's marrying into the Greek family says that he's a vegetarian, and so the daughter says, "Well, he doesn't eat meat," and the mother says, "Okay, well, we won't have meat. We'll have lamb. Lamb will be fine." And that makes me laugh so much because the first time I went to dinner at
That's
my wife's
really funny.
house, her mother made us a salad, but the salad was T-bone lamb steaks with vinegar like stuff
God
on it.
bless that
That's a
woman.
salad?
And we caught it. So
sounds good,
forever,
but-
my wife and I have joked about having T-bone salad at her parents' house. The night that I went there to meet them the first time.
You take
when
a
I
real,
asked her
you take a
father if
real
I could
Greek
marry her.
woman to Chipotle, and she sits there and goes, "Do you have lamb?"
It's the like T-bone salad is a thing in my house now because of that. It's the
That's
greatest
great.
thing ever.
I love that.
It's just, oh, you don't eat meat? Oh, we'll have lamb. Okay. It's like the best thing. So, but other than the Windex thing, my Big Fat Greek Wedding, 100% accurate.
There's nothing better than meeting a man that can actually carve whatever that stuff is off of the spinning dial of meat.
Oh yeah, what is it?
I like
Oh, there's
how
a name
Cody
for
A
it.
Bagel
gyro.
says, "Is that your sister?"
gyro?
Albie?"
It's a gyro
'Cause he
or a
doesn't believe
hero
Albie
or a
could score a
fucking
hot
whatever,
line
however
like
they
that.
pronounce it, hero.
LB's a studly man.
It's,
LB can have
she's-
any woman he
I
wants.
say that in a
He chose
platonic
her.
way.
I don't. Okay.
But the only woman he wants is sitting next to him, so that's okay.
That's right.
That's what I'm
good.
saying. He chose
And-
her.
Once
That's
this one leaves me, there's no more.
My wife is upstairs watching this drinking White Claws.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
LB, that's fucking cute as fuck.
You're
I'm
so
not gonna lie.
LB,
No,
you
even
love it.
I was a
We're
little
gonna have more
touched
time
by
to
that.
video
So
games
cute, it
once you
makes
use
me
it.
mad.
LB, you gotta do another kiss. Come on.
Now,
Kiss cam.
now for her
There's
on
no
the other
kissing.
hand,
My
now for
wife
her
has
on
a-
the other
I don't
hand,
want
LB,
to
just like Mrs. McGurk, just like Mrs. McGurk,
Proves
there
why
will
she's
be
not your
another.
sister. Kiss cam.
Kiss
Total
cam.
kiss cam.
Oh my god, what if we had an open comms
Like
kiss
it.
cam?
She's ready. She's ready, LB. You gotta
And then
do it.
Drayden had
She
some
wants to do
hooker.
it. I saw that look.
God. Oh, I
ahead.
don't have it. Who's got
Go
the
ahead. Go
the
ahead,
fucking Little
on.
Mermaid song?
Do the kiss cam.
you
That being said, my daughter freaking literally
fuck.
spilled a shot of what is this shit? Fireball, which is some
Oh
sticky
my
ass.
Wait, how
fucking
is that
shit. If
Fireball?
you don't
What the
clean it,
hell is
if
that
you don't
Fireball?
clean it up
Is that
immediately, it
how
never comes off
embarrassing.
your. It
Dirk,
never
why
comes
do you
off your
not
desk.
have other booze than Fireball?
I
Like, that's the
do.
only thing you have.
I do. Okay, and let
Fucking Randy South is
me
amazing.
actually
Where
tell
is
you
it?
the story of how the
It's
shot
Tito's
got.
and Fireball is it.
And let me tell you the story of how the shot got spilled. I sat there and said, "Listen to me. I got a handle of Tito's out in the garage. Can you walk out the front door, walk around the fucking back of the
Missy,
house,
hey,
come
it's
into the
McGurk
garage
Jr.
again, and grab my bottle of Tito's, come back all the way around again, and then come back to the basement, and your mother won't see you." She's like, "She'll know that she'll know. She'll fucking know." And I'm sitting there going, "No, if you do it like a chill motherfucker, you can just do it." I was trying,
Ashley
and
is
then
my
while she
favorite.
was
I love
like
McGurk Jr.
like
She's the
waving
best.
her fucking hand, she like hit the shot of Fireball that I had there, poured it all under my keyboard, under all kinds of stuff, and I had to like wipe it up with Lysol.
McGurk
That's all I had.
Jr.
Tomorrow morning I will hit it with the disinfectant, but like
Lysol
we know
is
that
disinfectant.
Fireball does not fuck shit up like that. So
No,
it's like,
they
I don't
had
have to
Fireball
actually hit it with really
disinfectant.
good stuff.
Oh, speaking of where, what's up with that Tito's sanitizer? Has that come out yet?
Is that a real
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Tito's actually made a
is
limited
making
edition
sanitizer
sanitizer.
in their distillery. Hand sanitizer is like 90%
Why is
alcohol
Cork
or
has
something.
got? Hold on.
It's gotta be
hold
over
on,
six-
right now.
yeah.
Right
It's-
now.
it's gotta
Why
be over
is fucking
50%.
Cork
Heavy
has God
duty.
texting with my goddamn daughter, being like, "What the fuck happened?" Okay.
Cork,
how
he's
about
got
that?
Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Why can't he do
no,
that?
no.
Why can't
Cork
Why
has
can't
got
Cork
God-
do it?
Oh
It's insane.
shit!
She's 20. She's 18 now. She's almost
No.
21.
Sliding in those DMs.
He's in love.
Fuck that shit, Cork. You know what? Right now, I don't give a shit if you're the real is or not.
Hey-o.
Oh, Dirk's camera
Motherfucker,
froze.
You and I are gonna have a chit chat.
When is she 21 this year?
No, she's
yeah,
21
next
next
year.
year. Yeah, she's 20 this year.
It's
so-
better to date
Oh.
an Eve player, dude, instead of some
Yeah.
just rando, because you know they ain't gonna cheat on her.
You gotta do some you gotta like.
I know they're not
do,
gonna
like, a
cheat, but like
background
honestly,
check on it or
honestly,
whatever.
67% of them shouldn't even get within talking range of that girl.
That
Or
is
just
true.
any girls, to be honest. But yeah, I get your
Dirk, why
point.
are you frozen? You're frozen on
he's
my
just.
screen.
Oh shit!
Dirk,
Oh
come
Oh,
back.
I want to say
Oh,
thank
no,
God
the
that
camera's
I'm frozen,
moved.
because now you
Oh.
can't
Here
see
we
my
go.
facial expression.
Now
How
God,
about
they
that?
all
fucked
moved.
up. Now I've become Dirk.
This is
I
easily
also trigger.
fixable. It's
I'm
fine.
still manic velocity.
Hold on, I'm like live on your
Rick,
freaking
Rick.
Zoom. What are you talking about?
Oh
There you
shit! It looks
go.
like
Now-
No,
it
but
looks
like
like
you
Drayden
disconnected and
help me.
reconnected, and so it put you in a
Do
different
not-
spot.
Drayden,
It's
don't
fine.
move him. Drayden, don't move him. He looks
Oh
like he's
yeah,
playing
look
the
at that!
Brady
Look
Bunch.
at Brisk just moved on over to Elby's
No, I
house.
got- hey guys.
Put
Am I not
Elbo's
back?
cam on top of
What did I
Brisk's
do?
cam.
Oh
There
shit!
you
I
go.
moved up a
Elbo's
position.
cam on top of Brisk's cam.
There you go. That's great.
Dude, we
Anyways,
should just do like a
anyways,
group. We should just do like a group cam at some point.
Hell
That's
yeah.
hot.
We're all
What
in the same
what
room.
is
Well,
really
I'll just
funny
get
is
like
I know
a- I'll just get
exactly
like
where it
a-
came
like a-
from when Corky was up in
Let's get like a
up in
casting
Toronto
couch and
with
just put
us,
it on there.
Hell
he,
yeah.
he was able to communicate with her and shit like that, which like I should have shut it down then, but you know what, I didn't, because like I thought Corky was just a fucking cool motherfucker, and now that I know he's just like regularly being like, yo baby, what's up, now I'm gonna beat an ass, no lie.
That's a yikes for me, dog.
I'm not giving you a fucking gig X right now, but
Social
you know what,
distancing, Drayden.
you know what,
You have to move. You have to
I'm
move
judging you.
There you go.
All right. So, do you guys want to continue our talk about Eve?
I don't know.
What are we talking about?
I mean,
So,
we're
speaking
having
Why
a
am
lot
I
of fun
LB
not
now?
talking
Okay,
about
okay.
it.
I have
Move
news.
them
I have
to
breaking news.
LB.
Breaking news. So, Eve. So, speaking of Eve North has been postponed
Now
until next
Maddox in
year.
a threesome.
And then
Go
Eve
ahead.
Nola has also been postponed.
Yo,
They haven't
that
announced
actually
the
looks really
date.
good for a second there.
Time out.
He's done green
Eve
screen work
Nola
before.
has been put into but maybe later this year.
Yes,
During
maybe
the
later this year.
That's
next
it.
motherfucking part of the cycle.
Oh, now you're just kissing air, Manic. It's fine. Sorry, I moved
Oh,
you
he
back.
damn
moved,
it,
he
Drayden.
moved you, Manic. He
Just like
moved
his
you.
real life.
I'm kissing
Oh.
nobody.
With
This is bullshit.
Pornhub Premium, though.
Pornhub Premium.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can I please give a goddamn recommendation out there for like people who
What's
are
your
hosting like
recommendation?
player meets and
What?
shit like that?
What?
It's
Say
like
it, Dirk.
you
Say
can't
it.
throw
Do
shit
it.
out into later into like what after the fucking summer and shit like that. You don't know. Like honestly, you need to pull the
That's what
fucking
Vegas
trigger
did.
and know that this year is a wash.
I thought it was gonna be a
Shenanigans.
Pornhub recommendation. That was something else.
Look, I'm not going to argue that this year is pretty much done, but
Drayden.
it would
Because
be nice.
hold on,
I
not
wanna
because
go to
of
these
you and not
events.
because of your event, and not because it might not work out better.
It's not
but
even
for the
that.
players that are going to actually have to either choose to, I don't know what,
We-
fucking
we
buy
got this
tickets
year
and shit
off
that they
on
may
the
or may not get
worst
paid
foot.
for, and maybe just want to donate to you not getting like
Like,
doused.
like
okay, but also
we
airlines
Drayden,
and
I'm
all that
still
kind of
LB.
shit.
start well.
I have a timer on set. I like a countdown app on my phone. I had it set for what was the one that I said FanFest,
Funny.
and I got a notification that my flight was moved times wise because there's just
There
some
you
of them.
go.
Some of them didn't. There was no point in canceling them because I wasn't gonna get shit back anyway for it. So I just left them booked. And
No. You might still get to cancel.
Delta already
They-
told
they
me to
closed the
eat an
border. They-
entire dick.
Oh,
No,
wait,
they're
wait.
closing
I got
the
my
border.
money back from my
Are you saying
brother
for
a
Eve New
while.
No,
Orleans?
they're
Anyway.
closing the border.
Anyway, but in the process of them moving times around, now I wouldn't have made any of my actual connecting flights, so I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. So,
Oh, this is for
but yeah,
FanFest?
yeah, this would have been for
Oh.
FanFest. Like it fucked all of that stuff up. So even if the borders were open, even if I wanted to take a chance, go to Iceland anyway, it would have never worked out.
Two things. One, I want to say, you know what? I don't know how my freaking video phased out to where like I'm now at a different part of my own Zoom and shit like
It's-
that, or whether or
you're
not
in a
that fucked
different
up
body.
Drayden or whatever.
No, it's
But
fine.
I
Fix
do
it.
like
Body.
LB and his wife down in the bottom right corner as opposed to the bottom left corner of my Zoom.
Oh, and yours. Okay, I thought you meant on the street. I was like, I generally tend to order people in just like.
By rank
They're-
order. By
Yeah,
rank
well,
order.
not ranked. I tend to order
You get
people
top
by
left, I get top right
by
just because of
tenure.
who the fuck we are.
By tenure is kind of now. For some reason, I'm in the top left, and Dirk should be there, and I should be on the top right. But hey, when you own the stream, you could put yourself in number one.
Motherfucker.
So,
But seriously, like no freaking lie, right? I was going through this the other night, the other day and night, with the events that I know that are coming up in the near term, right? So what we have got here is we have got Eve New Orleans, that is Memorial Day weekend here in America. I'm gonna tell you right now, motherfuckers, Eve New Orleans never was gonna fucking happen.
yeah, it's getting pushed.
And now, if you try and push it to
What do you
later
mean
in the
it
year,
wasn't going
you're
to happen?
only trying to fucking potentially cancel another thing if this thing cycles as opposed to whether or not it just maintains and carries through and shit like that. So it's like, as a huge motherfucking proponent of Eve New Orleans, I want to say this. Cut that shit. This is not the fucking year, okay? Please, okay? Even if shit works out, group ass fucking activities will still not be cool. Like, you may actually be able to go to work. You may actually be able to do other motherfucking things. You know what you don't want to do? Go to a goddamn dirty motherfucking city and be there with a bunch of dirty motherfucking people.
Are you saying that Eve players don't bathe, Dirk?
I am saying that, you know what, a bunch of people who come from places that do things
Eve
and whatnot,
players
it's like, you know what,
some
this
of
is
the
not the fucking
cleanest
time to do
gamers
that.
on the planet.
Dunk, you should try
Cleanest
to get your
gamers.
money back. I got my money back from Iceland
Well,
Air. And
so-
by the way, where I left to go upstairs because
you got your money back from Iceland
did.
Air because you pulled a full thing. You know what? I want to
Because I
actually
paid
bring that
for a
up right
flex
now
ticket
because
because I'm not
everybody
dumb.
else
I've
right
done-
now,
I've done this shit
everybody
before.
else who bought the regular tickets, even though they canceled their flight, Iceland Air has now
Buy
canceled their
a
flight. You know what?
flex
They're getting credits. Credits in a bankrupt motherfucking
Well, it's
company
fine.
don't
Buy
count
a
for
credit.
shit.
Look, this thing is going to pass. At some point, we're all going to end up going to Iceland again anyway. So there you go.
Now with the Eve Nola thing, so they did put an announcement that it's going to definitely get postponed. The guy was talking with the hotel. They're seeing if they can push dates out to later in the year. I'm assuming that means way later in the year. And here's the thing, Dirk. In 7 months, it might be fine. But also they're offering
in October when maybe you're thinking about Eve Vegas, which will also be fucking fucked up.
I sure
It's
hope
hard. It's hard to say.
Eve Vegas.
Hold on. Those are
October
things
better
that can
not be
be
fucked up.
decisions that are made later. But honestly, right now, if you're trying to push something until later in the year, you're now also conflicting with other things, whether it be Eve Vegas. You're also conflicting with that Eve San Diego actual
look,
Eve
I
event
would
and
assume they'll
shit.
probably not
They
put it
can
during the
figure
same week
out-
as those.
They won't. They'll figure out a different time. They'll find a time to make it work, and it'll be fine.
And
There's
they're also
plenty of
offering
time
full
when they
refunds.
don't
They're
do
saying,
stuff.
hey, if you don't want to go and you're not going to go, we're going to give you a full refund. So they're going to be coming out with a thing to get refunds on your Eve Nola ticket if you want that.
And that is one of the things that we will
Or
hear
you might
from
be able to
that,
push it back.
like, in the next couple weeks, apparently.
If anybody asked where I was, I went upstairs to kiss Mrs. Brisk because she wouldn't come downstairs to kiss me on
Kiss
camera,
Cam?
So I went upstairs.
Don't.
But
How selfish.
Here's the thing, though.
Totally did it.
If you are a
I
traveler,
totally
right? If you are a
did it.
traveler, if you are a traveler during this year that is trying to put together elective travel, okay, probably the thing you don't want to do is actually book on it early to try and get yourself a low ass rate or like any of that. You see a $69 suck my dick going to fucking Mississippi. Don't do it right now because I'm going to tell you right now that shit's going to roll in there at some point.
Yeah, and then you'll have a
First of all,
$67 credit won't get you any flight, but
CCP Signal, I love you. You're my hero. I love you, man. You're the man.
A lot of CCP
Thank
in
you
the
for
crowd
watching.
tonight.
Two,
Jesus. What time is
the
it in
point-
Iceland right now?
Every country.
It's like 2 a.m.
To be a country, you need a flag and an airline. Iceland Air is never going under. They will never let it
especially
happen.
since there's two ways in the
Flag and
country.
airline.
Time
Plane
out.
and boat.
There are different ways of going under, okay? Because I'm going to go back to the 2008-2009 financial crisis and what Iceland did during that time. You know what they did? Don't bail a motherfucker out.
Yeah, but you can't not
Like,
bail
honestly,
out.
right
like,
now, you want to go back to that fucking crisis and what they did? Now, maybe they find a way of keeping it so that it doesn't go under. But one of the really great ways of going under is all those credits get to die.
But here's the thing that Signal is saying: it's the only airline that flies into Iceland.
It's it.
And that's
They got rid
fine.
of- WoW is
They
gone.
may
They're not
keep
gonna let
the
that go
name
under.
alive. They don't necessarily have to keep the actual entity that owes the obligations alive.
Okay.
I mean, they're not
I
going to
You guys
pay anybody.
understand
They're
how
not
that
going to give you
fucking
back
works?
the money. So
There were two airlines in Iceland. There was WoW and there was Iceland Air. WoW is gone. Iceland Air bought all their assets, so Iceland Air's it. They're not going anywhere. I'm fine with that. That's fine. I like Iceland Air. I think.
I
frankly,
know you're fine
Iceland
with it
Air is
because
one
you
of the
bought
best-
the ticket that could
I
get
am-
refunded.
I am a Saga Plus guy. I love those guys. I will never, if I'm ever going to Iceland, I will never not fly Iceland Air. They're the best. But still, it's like if you're gonna, I'll tell you this right now. I have traveled enough in my 42 years, if you are going anywhere, whether it's personal or business travel, pay the extra $50 for the fucking flex ticket so you can get a reimbursement if you got to change
Is
your
that how
travel
much
plans.
it is?
I don't know what
That's
it depends
travel
on. It
insurance, but
depends on the.
that's very-
Yeah,
it
travel
depends on the
insurance
plane.
only covers
Travel
like
insurance
cancellation.
very depends.
I
Yeah.
no, look, I don't do the travel insurance. I do the refundable ticket.
Oh, that's double the price.
Always
then,
do the
normally.
refundable ticket.
Yeah, that's
double the
usually
price.
way
Worth
more.
the extra money
That's way double the
Oh,
price.
because you never
It's
know
usually
when you're going to change.
It's
your
usually a
plans.
bit more. Other
Yeah,
people.
because
are
I
sitting
do
there
like
going,
the
"Hey,
insurance,
guess
which is
what?
like
Nothing
40,
will
50
ever
bucks
happen."
extra. I do that.
Here's the
but-
year where they hit where the other things can happen. Okay. And what I want to say is this. Okay. I'm sorry. If you're looking at it right now and what you think is this is going to somehow change within the course of the next 6 to 8 months. Okay. In terms of what you want to bet on, because right now it's a fucking bet. Don't bet on fucking October someplace.
It's
Don't bet
not
on
a bet.
September. Don't bet
Look.
on November. Don't bet on December. Like you're
Guys,
literally
it's-
fucking
look.
betting at that point.
You're betting, but look, it's March. Yes, things suck right now. The peak of everything that I've seen is May, June, period.
The peak of this
By the
part of
end
the
of the
cycle,
year-
you dumb son of a bitch.
What changed
By the end of the
May and
year,
June?
October and stuff, we should be back to some semblance of normalcy. So don't freak out. I'm not saying go buy your tickets for fucking Vegas right now, although
This
if
is
you
people's
haven't,
money we're talking about here. Oh, hold on. Once we start talking about
Okay.
people's fucking money, you got to get a little more fucking serious than I
You're
can
gonna get a
shit a fucking
$1,200
flight
check
out of
from
my
Trump.
ass.
It's fine.
guys, I'm
I
telling
wouldn't
you,
book any new
if
flights.
you
I
haven't,
would say
look,
that.
I'm not saying book flights now. I'm not saying book hotel rooms now, but I would like to think that by October things will be back to some semblance of normalcy.
That's
That's
not,
I
that's
6
not
months from
optimistic
now.
look.
For
I
fuck's
agree.
sake.
Very optimistic.
Well,
yeah.
I'm hoping.
What if the
here's
other
what,
side of the curve
here-
comes up at that point?
So here's what my plan is.
Then maybe we get another curve, but still,
I'm going
6
to wait
months, we
and
can't-
see if Eve Nolitz, if they switch to, let's just say they switch to a November date. Now, I'm throwing that up in the air. It could be something different. I could easily change my flight that already exists because all the airlines are working with people they would rather fly you to the same place later on than have to try and refund you money. So I could probably reschedule my flight and all that stuff. And then if shit's still fucked up later on in the year, then I could probably cancel and get my money back. But, I mean, I don't know. I would rather do that than just cancel
of
now
course,
and then
we've got
find out that
things
they
like
are
Eve
going to
Ru-
have a
hold
thing
on.
later in the
And
year
then,
and
of
then
course,
I do
we've got
something
things
else.
like Eve Russia, which is coming up in, I believe is it May or is it June? I can't remember yet. I'm not saying that any of you people are going to Eve Russia that are probably listening to this right now, because it is probably something where it's like from outside of Russia, you're probably not going there. So like, I have no idea what fucking Aeroflot is doing and all that kind of shit. We have got hell. Even as late as Eve Northeast, which most of you people are driving to, like shit's like maybe going to potentially still be kind of locked down in some northeastern states. We don't know at that time. The whole idea of booking travel and paying for tickets for something is something you really seriously want to fucking consider. Money out of your pocket kind of stuff. Also, for them, for the organizers, they have really got to consider, what am I going to commit to in order to, like, you know, not get themselves raped? Because they may be out of fucking pocket on some of this stuff. There may be people right now that are sitting there and saying, I want to make sure that, like, the people that, like, formed this thing, like, don't go out of pocket for this, right? And you want to have some sort of, like, just keep my freaking ticket money. I want you to, like, you know, like, not be out money, all that kind of stuff. Which is exactly why I'm saying for Eve New Orleans, do not motherfucking plan for later this year. Do not push this stuff. If you can get your money back, get your money back while the fucking national emergency is on now.
Absolutely. I think everybody should be doing that. I mean, the bottom line is, I think everybody should basically take 2020 and write it off. This whole year is done. Now, granted, I think Vegas will be okay by October. Now, I think there will probably be a second slope that will start, you know, after we open everything up again in a couple months. But
On Easter?
we'll see what happens.
For Easter
gonna
weekend?
start-
Are you
COVID's gonna
running?
start-
Are you running in there and shaking everybody's fucking hand on
I'm
Easter
not.
weekend, Brisk?
Look, I'll tell you flat out. You know what sucks? I'm not a hugger, but I'm definitely a touchy-feely kind of guy, and I like to shake
Gonna run
hands,
in,
and I like to
fucking hug some
talk to
shit up.
people.
If you
Pulled a
know
desk
what I
today and he
It
just
sucks
bumped me
that
instead
you
of
ca-
shaking
it's-
hands.
It sucks
that
that you
person,
can't
that was
do
really
that
weird.
now. It's like you got to do the whole, like Demolition Man bullshit. It doesn't work. I
Dude,
hate
I
that.
miss hugs so much.
Like,
There's
it
anything I miss,
sucks.
this stupid isolation stuff. It's hugs.
Dude, you could just get
I'm not confirming anything.
put a
I'm
saran
saying
wrap
that I
layer
think
and
that
then
by
you can hug.
October we should be back to
Like a
some
dental
kind of
dam, but for
something
hugs?
that
yeah,
resembles.
it'd be like a
like
body
normal.
dam.
Dental dam for
A
Yeah.
body shield.
But we'll
for
see.
Yeah.
hugs. Man,
Do they make full body dental dams?
No.
I
they
don't-
make
That'd be
ones
like a
for,
They- they
that's a
do,
crazy
the
fetish.
area.
Oh,
They do, but you look
shit.
like you're wearing
you
like
find that on Pornhub.
Yeah, so
You're wearing
damn it,
like-
Manic, I was going there.
Right.
You beat me. I was like, for your
You're
Pornhub
wearing like
premium
a-
searches,
like a
just look for
latex-
dental dam fetishes. Like,
the crazy latex
Dude, I'm
suits that
Googling
those
it.
Force
weirdos on
chuckle, I
Pornhub
am a
wear.
hugger. I am totally a hugger.
I
Yeah.
love hugs. Can I say something real quick? Because like
Nope.
next
Do it.
weekend I
Do
would
it.
have been at FanFest.
Me
I'm just
too.
gonna point out I fucking miss you guys. I miss Eve players. Maybe this is the alcohol with my pain meds, but I fucking miss you guys.
I miss you guys.
Like
It
I like
sucks.
hugs.
This is
hug
why
people.
Vegas is going
Look,
to be fine. Vegas
I
is
was-
going to be fine because
I
we all
was
need to
so-
get together
No,
again.
we
I
have
was
to
so
hang out.
excited about being finally able to go to FanFest. I have not been yet. This is the first time I was going to go. I got a hall pass from Mrs. Brisk. I had my fucking room booked. I
what?
had my hotel.
Wait, you like
what?
literal
A hall
hall
pass?
pass?
what?
A hall pass, yes. A piece of
Like-
paper saying you may go to
Holy
this.
shit!
No,
Wait,
no,
oh
no,
no, that's okay. No, okay. I was like, hall pass is a little different.
The hall pass.
I think-
That's the movie.
Yeah, Brisk.
You down
Hall
with
pass.
Shit.
Brisk. Nowadays, hall pass means you can go sleep with other people while you're out
Good
there.
to
Wait,
go.
hold on a second. Hold on a
That
second.
was the funniest thing I've ever
Is there a
Yeah,
type of
so,
hall
Brisk-
pass that's different than a
Yeah,
hall
Brisk,
pass?
No,
Brisk,
tell me,
current,
watch
Brisk,
the
current
movie.
modern
Watch the
day
movie.
hall passes
Watch the
means
movie.
while you're out there,
Watch
you
the-
can
shut-
sleep with
shut
someone.
Oh fuck that! No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
come
No,
on.
that's
Oh,
not. That's
It's a
not.
comedy.
Well,
No.
shit. Now you
I
fuck
got
that.
permission
There
to
are a whole
go.
bunch of people rebooking
Clip
their
that.
flights.
Clip that.
I could just see
I
Brisk like,
got
"Hey babe, I got a hall
permission to
pass."
I got permission
Yeah,
to
but
Just all these
go.
like
Gave
Icelandic
me a
women at
hall
the bar
pass.
on Saturday
the hell?
night.
Why would I-
Hall pass.
All these
Look,
I
Dave
was-
girls
trust me.
I
want to
was
hook up with
texting
Brisk.
someone, and I
The
just
last-
heard, yeah,
look,
Mrs.
there
Brisk
is-
gave me
there
a
is-
hall pass.
He
I'm
didn't
like,
get a
what
hall
the
pass.
fuck
He
did
just
you
got
do?
Zero
he got an
chance.
entry into the school pass.
There is zero chance I'm doing anything in FanFest besides going to shit. The point is, I got permission to go, and I was going to go. I had my hotel booked. I had my flight booked. I was ready to go, and it sucks that I'm not going to get to go. I want to do stuff. I want to see the Harpa. I've never been there. It was under construction, like renovation, the last 2 times I was in Iceland. So I wanted to go and see all this stuff that
The
you guys
thing
have
is
done
not
before.
about the things that have
I
been
want to see it.
canceled
I want to hang out
already.
with people.
It's about the things that will probably be canceled. So let me give you another example. Okay, right? The Cruisers of Eve, which I always thought was a bad name because when you say cruisers, like in America, that like comes down to a whole like, are you sucking dick in a bathroom kind of thing. Okay, but
Wait, what?
I have no idea what
Is
what
that the-
Dirk is
What,
talking
you guys
about.
don't know about glory holes and shit like that?
I
Oh,
know
I-
about
You know,
glory
it's
holes.
like,
What are you
that's
talking
what that
about?
hole is, like over the toilet
Oh,
paper,
I know
which
about
people
that.
have
I
now
know.
stolen in America.
I have never been in a bathroom where that.
You don't want it
actually-
right over the toilet paper. That's like
anyways.
that's
Okay.
chin on it.
Like the Cruisers of Eve thing, right?
It's like a social
There was a
distance blowjob. Now
48-hour
that I'm thinking
window
about it,
where
that's
people
the
could actually,
Oh,
people
yeah.
could
Way
actually
to
get
get your
their
dick
money
sucked.
back.
Our
The glory
social
hole is the
distancing.
safest way to get a blowjob.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Shh.
The COVID Sutra.
Yeah, then
Damn
when
it,
you're
if
done,
you
you just
tell
like
everybody, then nobody can get a safe blowjob anymore.
Yeah,
What
when-
are you guys talking about?
when you're done, you can
That's why
just
gotta
you can just
do it
Windex it a little
nonstop,
bit and it'll be
so
good.
you know-
Okay, all right.
Windex.
But seriously, like back to
I can't
seriousness.
believe
okay?
for a half an hour before
So,
the end of the show.
There was a
we're already at maximum
48-hour
overdue.
window where a bunch of people could get their money back, and then it became you can only get a credit back. But if they cancel the trip, at some point, and now it's on the cruise line to actually cancel the trip, you will get your money back, or you will get 125% credit towards a future trip or something like that. And this is what people are into. And this is what I thought was going to happen with Iceland fucking Air. If they canceled the flight, you'd get your money back. But that's not actually what fucking happened. Those fucking bitches sat there and went, we canceled your flight, but you know what? Credit.
Oh
look,
my god.
I
You
had-
started
Don't
it
play
too
music
late.
on me, LB.
You started it too late.
That wasn't even me.
But it was too late.
He's self-aware.
I had like the
Because
week
That
I
was
it
didn't
started.
think that a national fucking airline would do that.
But it
Which
Which
happens.
didn't
hell.
matter because it's
Look,
not like
that's
you
what-
lost
that's what
money
pisses
back in
me
the
off.
fucking
The
days.
fact
is-
that-
I thought
I
if
make
you
a-
waited, just wait until they canceled the flight. They
Look,
canceled the flight and
the
still
fact that
screwed a
they didn't-
motherfucker.
The fact that they didn't just take your money and say "fuck you," you signed a contract is a good thing on Iceland Air. But I'll tell you, it's funny. I had 2 flights to Florida on United. One of them I got the money back. The other I got a credit. I'm fine with that. I don't care. It was work related, so it's fine. Iceland Air, they gave me my money back because I bought the flex ticket. Now the United flights were first class flights, so whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But the bottom line is, I feel like everybody's going to get taken care of. At some point, you're going to take those credits and use them to go fly somewhere. Because it's not like we're not going to go see each
Air,
other.
Hawaii.
You're going to go to
Iceland.
Iceland. You're going to go to fucking Fan Fest again. There's going to be another Fan
I
Fest.
don't know.
The
I don't
world
know.
is not going to
there?
end in
Is there?
2020,
We don't
Derek.
know. We don't know.
The world
You know what we
will
know?
not end
Cash
this
back
year.
on my fucking credit
I
card.
don't know.
Know that.
The
Brisk,
world is not
Brisk, look
going
at
to
look
end
at the
this
fucking
year.
first 3 months, okay?
Be
We
careful.
Had fires.
Be
had
careful,
a
Brisk.
fucking
You're in the
Lotus
Imperium,
Swarm.
dude. You can't say shit like that. You're gonna
Yeah.
get kicked.
We had
Yeah.
fucking
That's not
Oh,
true.
yeah.
I am not denying. I'm not
Like,
denying
how
that
many
COVID's a
earthquakes have
thing.
we had
I
in
am
the
saying
past
that the
week, if
world
not
will not
further?
end this year.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not
telling
gonna
him,
end.
Matani.
I think
It's
yeah.
not
Maybe this year.
2012.
I'll
But
be
will
on
it
the
be
show
before?
with him
Will it
tomorrow.
be
He
before
knows it.
next March 29th or April 14th or like whatever the fuck that date
I'm
is?
pretty sure
Look,
Matani
you guys-
ordered
you
everyone
guys
in the
can act
coalition to
all you
watch
want
Book of
like the
Eli to
world's
prepare
gonna
for summer.
end.
You don't know.
It's not going to end. Don't
Okay, so
worry about
anyway.
it. And frankly, if you guys had listened to Matani earlier, you'd be in better shape than you are now.
Well,
It was already
that's
fixed when he-
absolutely.
I never
not
ran out of
true
toilet
in terms
paper,
of Iceland
so-
fucking air.
That's
I
100%
was set to
true.
go.
No,
Not
it's
it
in
is
not.
terms of Iceland Air.
Totally
I-
true.
I'm okay.
LB's okay.
He's
That is
okay.
not true in terms of the way
true.
Iceland Air has handled this. And I'm not gonna fucking lie. Okay? CCP actually should have pulled some fucking strings for their people, which by that I mean our people, okay, about being able to fucking like get them fucking refunds. Because these are people that will come back the next year, but they've got a
So why do they need a
1 year
refund?
goddamn thing on that.
If they're going to come back, then a credit is fine.
That's
Right.
fine. As long as next year's fucking flight is within the same time frame.
Look, have any of you guys that had Iceland Air, have you not gotten anything from them?
I
Have
sent
they
a
not
message
I haven't
responded
got
at
they
shit.
haven't
No,
responded
they
to
told
me.
I haven't got credit. I haven't got anything. I've asked
Okay.
2 different
Never
times. Every time they post a new update, because
That's
that was the
weird.
first one was whenever the United States made it announced that you shouldn't be traveling overseas, and I messaged their fucking Facebook Messenger thing and said, hey, my country says I shouldn't be going anywhere. Can I get credit or something? They said no, and then whenever they closed their borders, I did it again.
And that's why when the
pissed me off
bullshit
more than
came up the
anything
other
else.
day, where actual flights were being canceled by Iceland Air,
Well, look, when
and they were just sitting there
CCP
going, fucking credit, bro.
When CCP canceled FanFest, I guess it was like February 28th, I went ahead and put in my request for a refund with Iceland Air. I got an email from them on March 10th saying, okay, it's been processed. And then I guess it took another week before the money actually hit my account. So March 17th or so was when I got my money back from them. But I would think if you guys
But
canceled
you
as soon as
bought
FanFest
the
was
kind
canceled,
of ticket that can be refunded.
yes, I bought a
Quit
I bought a flex
talking
ticket.
on a different level than what other people who are trying to save $100 on a ticket are talking about.
Is my hotel reservation is what pissed me off more than Center Hotel.
What
thing
happened
really
there?
made me
Because
mad.
I was going to stay at the at one of the ones in downtown
they should
Reykjavik,
Be, they should
and
be
I had no
refunding
problems.
you, Bunny.
Center?
They still not
Yeah,
Center?
Center said no. I was saying I did the same thing as I did. I still have my reservation open with that fucking hotel. I'm leaving it open so they can't make any more money off of it, but like, pisses me off instantly.
I find it crazy that they
I
offer
don't-
like so you had to pay for the
I-
full cost of the hotel the entire week up front.
Yeah.
That's so
I-
great because
Never
most
do
hotels
that.
only charge like the
Never
first night or
pay
two
a
and they
lot.
hold it.
Actually,
Hotel?
I have
Oh my God,
heard of
how many
certain
of you
rates
stayed
where
in
you gotta
Iceland?
fucking do
Because
that,
that's
but
very
like
common
motherfucker,
in
please.
Iceland. Please
Yeah, yeah,
listen.
no.
That is very common in Iceland.
No, I wasn't disagreeing. I was asking.
And
I
it
was
is very
because I wasn't
common
sure.
in certain
the-
places like Iceland, where it's
Guys,
like they have a
I had-
limited tourism kind of like
Look, I
deal
had
and all that
the-
kind
I
of
had
shit.
the-
They
I
don't
had
have
the-
to compete with other motherfuckers out there who are like being like, oh shit, yeah, show up at the fucking Cosmo, show up the fucking Planet Hollywood. It's like whatever. It's not the same goddamn thing.
I had the best hotel. I had the Hotel Reykjavik, the Radisson downtown. I had it, the Hotel Blue. I had it, the best room there.
Dude,
And
you just like
it
threw
didn't
3
require
different
you to-
fucking names out. Is it the Hotel
The
Blue
Hotel
Radisson like
Look,
big swinging
the
dick fucking
Hotel
hotel in
Blue-
downtown?
Hotel Blue in Reykjavik. It's right near where all the cool places that we always
Is that
go
where they
to
had
on
the horse
CSM went
face
there.
meat?
No, it's where they had
That's
like the
cheap.
girl that all the CSM members hooked up with.
The
I
fuck?
went.
Oh,
Yeah.
You hear that,
oh,
Mrs. Briscoe
that's
Ball?
not a
That's
public
why he was
story.
staying there.
That's why he
Chris,
had a
That's
hall
not why I
pass.
was
Because he
staying
had
there. I was
fucking
staying there
hall
because
pass.
it
Sorry,
is
that is not a public story.
the best. It's not a story for you to tell. It's because that was the best. It's the best hotel downtown. It's the best hotel downtown, and I had
Obviously.
it set, but it didn't require me to pay anything
like
up
it.
front. So when I canceled, it was canceled. That's
Big
it.
pimpin', baby.
You know me. I'm not gonna get a shitty hotel room.
You
I
ain't
had a fucking suite
rolling
in
like
Vegas.
a low life. You ain't in some hostile ass motherfucker center
Damn
hotel.
Skippy. I was gonna stay at the marina, but I said I want to go one step higher because the marina I've stayed at twice, and I like the marina, but this is the bigger, better hotel. So I went there.
I know. And now you're way
there you go.
At one point, I want to come back to
knew,
this
I
whole
told her.
fucking. This
She didn't know why,
CSM
though, but
counselor
now she
stellar
does.
orgy
That is
shit.
a
I didn't
drunk
choose it
story,
because
or maybe it's
because
somebody
half the
chooses to
CSM hooked
share.
up with one
Hold
of
on,
the chicks.
so,
there.
even
That's
Sort
not
right
it.
now is
Stop
going,
sharing
motherfucker, that story wasn't
no.
public.
That is
I
not
know
a
it wasn't
public
public. I
story.
didn't tell the story. I just said it.
Oh my
said
god.
why.
If you don't come home
Why
and
is
tell your
it
wife
oh
what a
my
CSM
God.
meeting was like, how can you live with
I
yourself?
have a hall pass.
This is exactly why LB told
I-
his hot wife to like, maybe you want to go to bed now. Dirk's getting a little crazy.
in
I,
bed.
but
I
Chris
want
is
to
gonna
see-
say some
I want to
shit.
see the Mrs. Brisk Rubal hall pass as an in-game vanity item.
Because
That-
right now
guys,
she's hitting me up on my
I will tell you
DMs
this.
sitting there going, I do not
I do
understand
not
what
care.
happened the fuck up there.
Look, I have played in this game for forever, since 2006. I've been banned. I've come back. I've been on the CSM. I've been like the Eve Media guy. The only thing that I want more than anything in the world is an
Is a
in-game
hall
item.
pass.
Have you
is an
asked your
in-game
wife why
item.
she is wiping her eyes right now,
Is an
crying?
in-game item like Sword has. That will be my ticket to say, all right, I have made it in this game. I don't care
Have
how
you
many
ever
times the
heard
fight
of
comes
Icelandic
primary.
herpes?
You don't need your own vanity
I
item.
want a vanity item like Sword has, and then I will feel like I'm cool. So yes, if they want to do the Brisk Rubal Hall
I got
Pass,
a vanity
fucking,
item.
I will take
Brisk
it.
didn't get a vanity
It
item.
would
until
probably-
the
Brisk
last
Rubal
night.
I know,
Hall
man,
Pass
has a
would be
vanity
like
item.
an
I don't have-
empty ass hall
I
pass.
wasn't
being-
in.
It would
I'm
literally
not in the
say,
fucking
we
card-
don't know
the-
why
the
this
deck of
student
cards
is
and
like in
shit.
the hallway.
We don't
Break
know
him
why
down.
this exists.
It would probably be
Dude.
like a suspension redaction would be
I
your
don't
in-game
care. I
item.
don't look. It can be anything. It can be the Brisk Rubal anti-ban, whatever. I don't give
do
a
not
shit.
pass go. Do not
I
go
will-
to jail.
Take it.
So-
I so want that so bad. An
All-
in-game item is
All
the
that,
best
actually,
thing
all
ever.
that actually being said, I really do want to
I had
fucking like
more
put this out
stories
there for
about
anybody
these, but I
who's like
forgot what they were.
planning annual trips this year.
Do you have
it's
not
like
public stories to tell?
we
Yeah.
don't
I'm not
fuck-
telling that story.
we
we
don't
already
fucking
talked
know.
about
Nobody
War
knows.
Lord.
Any of the planners out there, and this is on you
We
planners.
talked about Kings
Okay.
of Loset, so I don't think there's anything more related to Eve. Unless we want to talk about moon changes that are coming.
Ah, boring.
Hey,
the
look.
Pulse video.
Like who
They didn't
cares
tell
about
anything
the
there
moon
except for that
changes.
C4 fucking
Who
moons.
gives
We're gonna
a
have like
fuck?
literally
Alright,
have some
seriously.
fucking
Two
metal
things.
on
Alright,
fire.
Yeah, so-
One, Dunk, you're here if you want to talk. And two,
What's up,
the
Dunk?
moon changes. Man, if anybody is sitting on a stack of Trit right now, they're like the
Right,
coolest
right.
person.
So
in
the
Eve.
moon changes might be worth mentioning. I mean, it's
Hey,
not
they're
like
changing moons.
yeah. So the first change that I guess it's already happened.
Oh, the
is
new Avatar. I'd rather
there-
talk about that.
Oh yeah. We should get into that. But the
we
moon
talked
changes
about that earlier.
essentially.
Oh, we did.
They're removing regular or like
Busy being a
Veldspar and all that
biohazard.
stuff from moons. Now, any moon cycles that are currently in progress will still harvest the amount of ore, like regular ores that were promised. but after that, there's not going to be any more regular
hold on.
ores in the moons. And hold on, and they're removing.
Hold on.
Oh,
I gotta,
Dunk's, okay, Dunk's here. Dunk's here. Go.
I gotta correct Brisk here because the hotel
what?
he's talking about is not a fucking good hotel. Look,
I thought it was the best
Thank
one. It's
you.
like a
No.
five-star
Dude,
No.
were there
hotel
not
in
whores there
town.
or were there?
let me lay down the truth, okay? So
This is what they told me, Dunk.
who told you? Who are you believing?
Hotels.com told me.
All right.
No,
Don't
bullshit.
believe anything on the internet.
Brisk, you were there.
What?
You were there.
All right.
You had a fucking like
Is
guy
this
at
the
the
same
front
ho-
desk
is this the
telling
same
you.
place
I
who
spent
told you what
2
hall
times
pass
at the
means?
mar-
What
at
the
the
fuck?
marina, and I liked it, but
The
are
marina's
you telling
fine.
me
The
the blue
marina's
sucks?
fine. The marina's fine. The
the
Exeter is
marina.
really good because there's a bakery in the fucking hotel and a bar in the hotel there. But if you're gonna spend money, you're gonna talk about you want the best hotel, then you should have been at the goddamn Black Pearl.
Well,
you know
now I
exactly
know.
where it is because
right,
you
now I
walked
know.
by it a million
That's a good
times.
hotel.
Wait a minute, hold on.
That's also
And
good.
it's
Then I should-
stumbling
then that's
distance
what I
from
will do next
Ferretta.
time.
So come on, it's stumbling distance from Ferretta and whatever the anime bar is. So
Okay,
that's the
then I
place
know.
you should
All
be.
right.
It is
Okay?
Now I
It is
know,
absolute,
and I will
it
do
is
it.
Black Pearl's
absolute
very nice.
bullshit.
I'd check out the
to
anime
think that
bar. Why
Brisk
not?
wasn't there for one summit and
I
didn't
was-
figure out where the fuck
I
to
was
go
there
next
for 2
time.
summits. I was there for 2 summits. And I
You were
remember
there for 2 summits, and after
should
your
do.
first summit, you absolutely 100% knew where the fucking Ritz Carlton was. There.
But the point is, I said when we were going to fucking Grill Market, and we were going to all the good restaurants downtown. We passed the fucking Blue twice, and everybody made jokes
quit
about
pretending
that's
like
the
you didn't
hotel
know
where
where the
everybody
Pearl
hooked up
was.
with the chick there. So I was like, shit.
Pearl necklace?
If that one's downtown and it's near the
No,
fucking
stop,
Harpa,
stop.
why would I
stop.
not
You're
go
just digging a deeper hole. Just
I'm just
let
saying.
it go.
I'm
Just
saying.
let it go.
Just saying.
I'm gonna go do a deep dive on
But
this
now
Pearl
I know,
necklace
Black
chick.
Pearl-
Since LB doesn't have that fucking like
Or whatever.
Next
Rating
time I
You
go,
don't know what a pearl
Black
necklace
Pearl.
is?
Wait, no. Wait,
No.
Is it like a
You,
hall
you,
pass?
you know what a pearl necklace is.
he doesn't even know what a hall pass is. You
No,
think
I'm
he knows
talking
what a
about
pearl
rating.
necklace is?
no,
Brisk
he's
is
talking about me. I know what a hall
so
pass is.
sexy.
Pearl
Drayden
necklace.
knows- you know
I'm,
what a
I'm
pearl-
thinking it's
when
more
did a
than
hall
what
pass
an
become a
actual
thing
necklace
where
made
you
of
could, like,
pearls
cheat on
is.
your wife?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Jesus.
do that.
Can we
God
just
damn it, off the
fucking
Google.
line.
Can we
No,
just
Urban
Dictionary.
inaugurate Brisk is the first open comms virgin?
I have a kid, Dirk. Obviously, I'm not a virgin.
My wife's son.
That's not true.
Well,
if you didn't
Yes,
give
it
birth,
is.
if you didn't give birth to
You
the
guys
child
have
yourself,
seen
we
my
don't know.
kid. You guys
That
have
was
seen my kid. You know he
a
looks exactly like me.
son.
Trust me. There is no
We gotta
way
at
he's
least
not
play
my
it out,
kid.
LB.
That was Dunk.
Oh shit!
Oh,
We got 3 soundboards in here now competing.
How many fucking
we have way
soundboards
too
are
many
up
Oh.
this
soundboards.
bitch?
Everybody's got a fucking
So,
soundboard.
so about those Moonor changes.
How about those?
Tell-
You
movies?
know, I,
Talk to me, Dirk.
I didn't even
I heard
find
they
it.
were
man.
taking
So I almost Dunk. Did you want to go to it? I was
Hold
halfway
on,
done.
hold on a second. Hold on a
Dunk,
second. hold on.
leak the trailer.
Dunk and Sork have seen the trailer. What did you guys think? Is it as good as everybody
Leak.
says it is?
League.
Because I saw that
It's a it's a it's a
that
it's a great
Izuki
trailer.
and Omeka were both gushing over this.
I
What
haven't
did you
seen
guys
It's I thought it was a really great trailer. It's a lot of
Good.
fun. I think people are going to enjoy it. I think people are going to enjoy some of the cool stuff that's coming up. But there's, like I said in my little post on the internet, there's going to be some stuff that comes out and people are going to be like, "Grar mad thread knot time." So
On
All
a
right,
scale
yourselves.
of
And let me
one
ask this.
to this
There
is
have been
how
a
is how would
bunch
you
of
describe the
fucking,
trailer?
like there have been a bunch
you
of
reading
fucking
my mind?
trailers that are amazing, like amazing ass fucking trailers. We love that shit. But 2 years
This isn't-
later,
this
do you
isn't-
think
this
we're going
isn't
to be
like a
asking, "Where's that shit from that trailer?"
no, I don't think it's going to be like that. It's not like the super emotional one, you know, like the it doesn't give you the This Is Eve
not like the
tingles, but
butterfly
it's like
effect one.
it's really cool. It's really cool. It you know, people want new things in Eve, and well, April 2nd.
Logic kill mails. Nice.
I mean,
Two.
looking
You
for
heard it here
what
first.
more can
They're
you
not.
say?
They're not even
No,
rolling it. They're
no,
not even
Sorry.
rolling this shit
Drayden,
out April 1st,
Drayden,
April
Watch your own
2nd.
Mills yet?
Drayden, did
That's
you
all I
guys
wanna
not look? Did you guys
We're
not
going
watch-
live that night. We're going live that night after the fucking trailer.
To not watch
Drayden
it.
and
Like,
Ray,
live.
Even what
did you guys
what even
not
is that
watch?
day?
Did
I-
you not
It's
watch
ju- it's
Meta
just a
Show
trailer.
with
It's
Verizon
just a
and
trailer,
Signal
guys.
on it?
Fucking
I
trailer.
asked them
No, no, I did
specifically
not.
for you guys. I asked you guys specifically
Oh!
for you about Logion kill mails, and they said that.
Yeah, no,
the
I did actually.
problem
I actually did
is-
watch. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw like the first
The
2/3
problem
of it.
is that Logion kill mails as an issue belong to a team that doesn't exist anymore, so
I
it's
know.
kind of an orphan out there, and nobody has picked it up yet. So
Oh.
I feel
hopefully
like I've
somebody
heard
picks
that
it
a
up and
lot.
does it.
I
But
feel like
that's-
I've heard that
that's the
a
issue.
lot.
Wow.
Logic
Like,
doesn't
but
need kill
That's
mills.
it.
That I've heard that a lot. I've been playing Eve for 10 years.
There you go.
I feel like I've heard it a lot when they say
Orphaned
It
gems.
happens
that
sometimes.
feature
A feature
particular
becomes an
feature A
orphan.
was in the plan, but now it belongs to a team that no longer exists. God, that
Features-
sounds so familiar.
It happens all the time.
Milton.
It's not. It's true. It's totally true.
They
So
don't
that's
have
the
any-
thing. So I
all
said
their
I hope
teams are gone
somebody
now.
adopts
yeah, but I
Logi
mean,
on
it's
Kill
like
Mills
The
just for Drayden
team
and
was
Rain.
dissolved, but the people are still there, right? So the
I
people
Yeah,
thought
so-
working on the
so give you-
feature are
Yeah,
still
dude, those
there.
fucking Logi
Alright, go
people
on,
are
Sorg.
still there.
No. So a lot of the time, all of the teams that you guys knew beforehand are gone now.
They're all
They're all
gone.
like
the
everything's
they're
people
all
are
gone.
re- No.
Everything.
So the,
Oh.
Foro, all those
shut
they're all
up,
gone.
Risk. You were on CSM last year, not this year.
All right.
Oh,
so come
oh,
on.
The teams that gone.
Jeez, like,
You think I don't
He's
talk
like,
to people
bitch,
behind the
you,
scenes?
you were there for like
Ah.
what, max a year?
Brisket,
Not
that
even.
was-
If I
I don't
can
think I
finish,
still talk to people.
Jesus Christ.
if I can just finish the point without
Okay.
Well, that was loud.
Let him
loud.
finish.
Yeah.
So what Brisk is saying is correct. They changed the company
Thank
in the last 6 months. The people are still there, but those people now work on their own things on their own teams. The people don't matter. It matters what comes up from above. And if above doesn't sign off on it, it doesn't matter. So what Brisk is saying from the meta show is absolutely correct. But those teams are gone. It has to come
Now,
through the cycle. You have to convince the people like Berger or Hilmar or someone like that to disseminate it down to the teams. Otherwise, it's not going to get done.
We've been
What I-
wrestling
what
here
I'm-
for a long
what
time.
I'm
with
saying-
Logi on Kill
Hold on.
Mills.
What I'm
Manic?
saying is it feels like every 6 months the team, I know it doesn't happen this way, but it's starting to feel like this happens more and more. About every 6 months the teams get dissolved, so whatever they were working on is now off the table.
When was
I
the
hate to
last
break
Team
it to you.
Palos
It happens
Now-
The
every
gentle
month.
lady
Manic-
from
When
Iowa.
was the last Team
Manic,
Palos
I see.
update?
Look, I see
It
your point on this, but I will
happens
tell you
every
this
month.
flat out, and I said this on the Meta Show last week, and I'll say it again now. Since the blackout, they have gotten their shit straight, and stuff has been added to the game and fixed, and
You're right.
changes have been made that have been pretty freaking good.
You're
like
right.
stuff we've been asking for forever is finally getting done. So I'm fine with them if killing all the old teams and creating new ones and putting stuff together, and you got Ecosystem and Talos and the rest and Ra and the rest of these guys are all working together. They're finally getting shit right. So I'm fine with them doing that. But I think that the Kill Mail thing, the Logi on Kill Mails thing, somebody needs to pick that up because it is a cool idea.
Logi
that I
on
think-
Kill Mail was promised in 2018.
Correct. It
I
was,
mean,
and I remember
You
we
really
talked about
shouldn't be
it at
starting
our
with the whole.
summit.
This was promised because it's
I-
a
okay,
long
not
road.
It was
promised.
it
It's
was
not
promised.
Promised air
Promised.
quotes,
I'm
but
not-
it was.
I'm not talking
But the
about that. I'm
point
saying
is,
it's
I
not the
mean,
only
I
thing that's
would
been
like
promised.
some team to pick that up because I think folks like Drayden and Rain and the rest of the Logi guys, they deserve some credit for the shit that they do. And since I have an alt now that only flies Logi to fucking rep me because I get primaried every goddamn fight, I would like him to get some credit for.
Wait,
doing
you
something.
hired
Now-
your own
now that it
personal
matters-
Logi bodyguard?
Now that it
Goddamn right I
matters
do.
to you, you suddenly
I
care
totally
about it.
do.
Do you call him the Brisk Secret Service?
Dude, it might as well be.
And
Look,
you know
I
him
tell you,
jumping in front of a bullet from Brisk?
my fucking Logi guy.
Take
he
that,
tar-
bosun
he
bitch!
will-
I paid you!
Look,
He
look,
locks
look.
up-
I know
I lock up me.
Sharn Horus might, but like, even he would be like, "Fuck, I'm like slow and old and shit."
Oh my god, I
I
love
look
it!
up
So-
me and
if
Pando
you-
every fight, and those are the me, Pando, and maybe Shines, and maybe Bonga or Blorkus, like whoever the FC is, and then me. That's who my Logi locks up every single fight.
What
Because we're
qualifications?
gonna get
Oh,
primaried
oh,
at some point.
why
It's
do
gonna
they
He's
happen.
like the
lock you up,
bodyguards
though?
on the
You're
Simpsons,
not
where his check
important.
cleared, so he's in.
You're getting celebrity
Dirk,
lockup.
look, I have to fame
You're
tank
getting
every
celebrity
fight now.
lockup.
I have to because look. They,
I'm
they
not
always
saying
ask
it doesn't exist.
special.
I'm
special
saying that you
snowflakes.
are getting that though.
Special snowflakes.
If you
X up
guys
in
want-
fleet for watch
Yeah, what's
list.
up,
I
Short
X up
Dragon?
every single
We call
time.
it. Hold on.
Oh,
Nowadays,
don't-
in the
you're
woke
one of
crowd,
those
we call
guys.
that- We call that
Sorry.
woke ass lockup.
Okay,
The,
Sorry.
the Logi
All right,
guys
you
laugh.
and I
They
are
say,
All right, all right,
if, you
well-
wanna, if you want to play Logi on hard mode, put Brisk on your watch list because I die every fucking
Broadcast
fight
sooner
now.
then.
truly
I
the
don't know.
guy.
I broadcast when
A
I'm
pimp
yellow
ass
box.
motherfucker don't have to broadcast.
I broadcast
Yeah,
when I'm
you
yellow
always
box.
broadcast.
and I
Bitches need
still
to
get
be on
fucking
my
outraged.
ass.
You always
If
broadcast.
Frisk
there's
is
enough,
so famous. he
if there's
shouldn't
enough
have to
DPS to volley you,
It's
then it
not
doesn't
even
matter
a
how
question
much.
of being famous. It's a like look, the Pine Cones Dread fight. My Dread and Jay Amazing. Jay
Your
Amazingness
dread
was
should not
the
receive reps
head.
because you should have been in siege.
You should have been
I
Siege.
wasn't
Next.
siege, but still.
So you
What are
don't
you
broadcast.
What are you doing there
It's
in a
not a
dread if
que-
you're not
it's
siege?
not
You're like
about
two
that.
battleships at that
The
point.
point is, my Dread died 4 seconds before the fucking FC of the Goon Fleet died. They were hitting me absolutely number one first, and that's fine. Pinecone does that. That's why I love those guys. But
So-
that's just
We'll get to
part
the
of the
Menards in a
part
second.
of the
So what was
downside.
Sword saying?
Rain, you've gotten shit on. Sword is the same problem.
No, Sword was
Anybody
saying
who
this
is
is
even
not related.
closely
So shut
like-
up, Brisk.
Even closely Eve famous gets targeted every
If
time.
you want
Sword,
to address this
you
and
did it
actually
in
Famous
BTEC
motherfucker.
R.
He famous is like
if you
You know what the
that should get
solution
you
is?
banged
You know what
out.
this sounds like the solution to this is? Fly a monitor.
Boom.
I should.
if you guys want to have this addressed, then the perfect example was Alliance bookmarks. The Alliance bookmarks didn't happen, but they had ACL bookmarks, and it was actually made by somebody that picked it up and thought it was a good idea and did it during their 20%
Was
time.
that Carter?
So
Carter?
there are no, I can't remember the exact.
What was Carter?
If you want to, there's 2 ways you can get it done: convince the top to disseminate it down to the teams, or find a dev that you think would be susceptible to want to do it in their 20% time. And that's the only way you're going to get it done, because they're actually acting like a company now, where you actually have stuff coming from top down, and it's actually moving through the levels of what it needs to a production team to actually get done, instead of just teams doing stuff and then forgetting about it and then having to come back to it.
You have 3 CSM people on. I have a question for you. How does this virus shit affect the next CSM directly it pertains?
What do you mean?
Well, so none of us can travel anywhere.
Okay.
Are you doing
So
like
does that
remote
affect
summits?
does that affect
the
the election
soonest
or?
another
Well, it's
as
not
soon
till
as the-
September, so
90% of the CSM is digital. There's only 2 weeks a year where we actually go to there. It's most of the CSM work is digital, and it's a lot better on Slack than it was in the last few years. And Dunk can attribute to that, I guess. But unless there's something specific you're talking about.
Dunk, have you made any progress on T2 salvage drones?
I mention it all the time, fairly regularly, every opportunity I get.
I think you mentioned it as often as I mentioned the Nurgle range buff, and I still see no progress. It makes me sick.
I feel
You know,
like
sadly,
they would be easy
Dunk,
to
I don't
make.
think it's Dunk. I don't think it's actually in the minutes at all. I had a look the other day. I don't think it's actually in there at all, and I know you brought it up at least 20 times. Like,
Damn.
Damn it!
Oh,
Tell
so that's
Spider, put the
do
fucking
we have a
T2 salvage drones in?
do we know if the minutes are coming out soon? Because normally they would have come out earlier.
So
than this.
one thing I have to.
But obviously
I
we have a
Minutes will
delay.
be here when
Hang
the
on,
minutes
hang
will
on,
be here when
hang
they're
hang
here.
on, hang
Stop.
on. One thing, I want to set up your expectations, because I went and had a look at the minutes. Don't expect what you had in the past. They
Okay.
are very
Bullet pointed, right?
they're bullet pointed, but it misses. I would say maybe 70% of the summit wasn't in the minutes.
What?
Whoa,
Who was
probably
taking the
like-
minutes?
Can you say
Whoa, time
why?
out,
Is
that
time
on
out, time out.
purpose?
I don't want to blame this on you or CCP Spider or whatever the fuck
No,
is
I'm not
coming out.
blaming it.
But like,
It's just it's a new way of doing the minutes.
Oh.
don't
where
tell
you-
me it's a goddamn new way of doing the minutes
up.
where it's
But it
like,
is.
Can I-
It's not,
shit.
it's
Was
not
it
like
like
he has
the-
any say over
the
it.
old
Dirk.
because
team
we've
in
had
charge of the
that.
minutes
We've
got
had that
dissolved?
before, where some motherfucker was sitting there going, and then a hum went up in the like room, and like we moved on.
Well, it
Okay,
wasn't
I don't
Sort's
want to
decision.
blame. I don't want to blame anybody. I already have my own opinions on it, and that's fine. But a lot wasn't recorded. And that's
What do you mean it
just
wasn't
you
recorded?
have
There
to-
wasn't somebody there taking
Is that
notes.
on
It wasn't
purpose?
actually
No,
recorded.
no,
Because
it was.
like
It's not
NBA
in the minutes. It's not. It's just it wasn't. A lot of his dot points. Like it. I mean, I only had a look at the sessions, minutes of the sessions that I really cared about, and
I don't want to hang
I
this whole
can't- I
session
can't-
up even more than it should be, but like,
Shut
are you
up,
fucking
Dirk, let him
serious?
finish.
the point is that I don't have anything against anybody that took the notes or anything like that. It is just a new way they were doing it. In the past, it was a lot more in depth. I don't know if this way is better or not, because obviously I was at the summit. It's up to you guys to decide how you feel about it. But I just would prefer that you guys prepare yourselves for the minutes not being
as in depth as they were before. And
I
as
want to
Dopamine said,
start right now by preparing ourselves for how the minutes are not going to be what we are normally fucking used to. Like, honestly, right now, motherfucking
I'm
shot.
prepared.
Well, I mean, it sounds like there's gonna be a lot of stuff
Pour
missing.
your shit the fuck out and then get angry as fuck.
Well, okay, so aside from getting angry, I'm just curious
Thanks for the sub, Brisk.
what the
LB, I
what the
can't believe
reasoning
you were so bad
behind
to
not
fix that.
recording everything
Yeah, I don't
was.
spend money on this.
Is there a reason why they decided to not
I will
record a
spend
bunch of
money
the
on
information
you.
compared to
This channel.
previous years?
so the minutes are taken by the person
Everything
that's
was
taking
written
the
down.
minutes.
Everything was written
Yeah.
down. Everything was written down.
So then, if
Okay,
everything
okay,
was
I'm
written
gonna- I'm
down,
gonna disagree-
who the
I'm gonna
fuck
disagree.
sat there and thought?
I'm going to disagree.
And I
So
don't wanna
everything
say
wasn't
who,
written down.
because I don't want
Everything
people
was
to
Hold
say
on.
The minutes are edited.
Why?
Well, right. So, so they just don't
we
want to
don't get
disseminate a lot of the
every-
information. Then is that what it is?
So okay, I'm going to disagree with Dunk. Not everything was written down. That is absolute. But a lot of recordings were taken, and they do go back and check the recordings for anything missing. But I think they want to disseminate the actual facts that came out of it, so they put it in doc point form instead of what it was before, which is like sentences and
Shorthand.
sentences of crazy stuff. Everything wasn't written down, though. I don't know why you said that, Dunk. Well, multiple times we looked over and there wasn't any typing. But people do go back and look at the recordings and add things to the minutes. Also, like, please keep in mind that CCP doesn't have the ability to like rush these minutes out with everything going on. So
No,
I
they
don't
have
know
to
how.
rush.
Right,
They don't,
right,
They
right.
don't have to rush them out.
Yeah. So
There's
I
nothing
knew
to
there
do
was
with
gonna be a
rushing
delay.
them out. Everybody is willing to like deal with a fucking delay. But what you're talking about right now is a difference in how the minutes come out based on either A, how they were taken down in the first point during the meeting, which I believe was actually fucking recorded, and then how they translate those out to what they're going to dish out to the public. And you're saying that they're limiting that.
No, it's not limited. It's just a different form. That's all it is. It's all a different form. Like it's
only
it's,
a different
Oh, so it's just shorter. Okay.
So
No,
like,
I mean,
it's like we have to translate it from like Swahili.
no, it's okay. I think I know what he's
Like I
saying.
said,
Like, do
it's
not
it's
read
not
these
gonna it's
minutes
not gonna
normally?
be the narrative that we saw before. It's gonna be like bullet points.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
shorthand. It's gonna be
We
note-
have
in
done
note
that
form,
before,
essentially.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I hate to bring back fucking years before because nobody loves when I sit there and go, but back in the fucking day, we had like minutes coming out like 24 hours after they were fucking done. And then back in the day, we also had sketchy ass fucking minutes.
I don't
What are you
think
fucking
there's
doing?
ever.
Well,
I don't
that
think
is,
there's
like,
ever been a
absolute
time when the
bullshit.
minutes
It's
came
yeah.
out
It's
24
usually
hours
it's
later.
usually 2 to 3 weeks,
No.
but
Oh,
obviously
really? You don't think
I-
that
I
actually
don't-
fucking
I think
happened
you're
because
bullshit.
I
No.
sat there and
No,
spent
I don't
like
think
fucking
there's
weeks.
I don't
Back
think there's
in the
ever
day-
been a time when the minutes come out 24 hours after the summit
Okay,
finishes.
so
no way. I would say
when we talk
Not
back
the
after
greatest
the
at
summit
3 to 4
finished.
weeks.
After
When
the
we
meetings of that day happened.
No. Whenever
Okay.
if
No?
we're talking back in the day, it took like 4 or 5 months for the fucking minutes
Are
to
you
come out.
fucking kidding me? That
Wait,
one
don't you-
goddamn
long as
summit
fuck.
when they sat there and thought, you know what? We're gonna put the minutes out tomorrow for what happened yesterday. Because I was there for that shit. I actually
don't remember
hosted
that.
some goddamn shit
That
for
has
that.
never happened. That has
No.
never
Right.
happened because how it goes, it always goes through a very like clear process. The minutes get taken down. They then get to go to the teams. The teams get to approve what they want out and what they want NDA'd. It then comes back to us. We can then have a look at it, see what we want to edit. Then it goes to Camille, and then it goes through that process. And then from there, it gets disseminated to localization and to publishing, and then gets put out. And it's not. There's no way in hell it's ever been 24
So that week
hours.
never happened.
Okay.
is
So
what
so
you're telling
so
me.
my thing was
right now, that part of my life never fucking happened.
no.
You-
It was
you
that
dreamed
was
that
simulation.
whole
That was
That
simulation.
was a lucid dream.
But so
Hey,
sort. Well, hold on. I have a question real quick. So I understand there's going to be delays because of the COVID stuff. So I'm not bitching about them not being out yet. I was just more questioning: do we have a rough time estimate of when they might be coming out soon, or is it going to be like a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months from now? Do we have any idea at all?
I wasn't at the meeting last night, Duncan. I don't know if we've been able to
Oh.
tell anyone. Duncan, can you answer?
Soon.
Soon.
Yeah,
okay.
I figured it was.
So
soon.
I'm going to just assume less than a month. with
No,
that.
don't assume anything. No, that's stupid.
I'm
Don't
not.
assume
Well,
a
hold on. I'm not
time
assuming
scale at all.
with upset rage coming
Don't
if it doesn't
assume
happen.
everything.
I'm just going to
Don't
guess
assume
maybe.
anything. Don't
Okay,
guess. Don't assume it'll come out when it comes out.
Okay.
Expect the
well,
worst. but plan for the
Officially,
best.
I personally, it's fine anyway.
I have a question. Who approved the changing of the launcher icon in the taskbar? Who did that?
God damn it!
Why wasn't that in the
CCP.
fucking patch notes?
Hold on.
Fucking
I-
go, bro.
I have
Why
not.
was it the patch?
focus-
Well, like,
focus
why
on
was
the
it
things
in
that
the
matter.
patch notes?
What?
Yeah, no.
What
hold-
happened?
LB, you know what? I
What
have the
happened?
same icon.
You got something
What-
wrong
what-
with your
what
shit.
are-
There's nothing
Same
that has
icon.
made me more mad.
What
in
happened?
the
Tell me. I
history
don't
of
know.
I
What
am
are you talking
unsubbing
about?
I can
all
show
half
you.
of my
I'm joking.
accounts.
The Eve launcher icon has changed. I don't care.
All right, let me look. Let me look.
You guys are so fucking stupid.
Hey, look, it's different.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
Who
was
the
my
fuck cares?
that was my impression of the Eve subreddit.
We went through the week of stuff
Look,
that happened
I'll
in
tell
Eve,
you.
and that's the end.
Yeah.
I
that's it.
don't look the wormhole guy
didn't
that
talk
keeps
about the
doing all
MER.
the
The
small
MER came
game
out in
memes.
Oh yeah, did
Oh.
anybody read the MER?
No.
On Red.
Some
MER
people
is the
were
same
mining.
as shit. It's basically it's almost is
Drayden,
number
what are
one
you
and
doing
Dell is
on
number
your
two.
stream?
Wait, now it's new.
Fraternity
Drayden, what are you
is
doing?
mining and
I was
mining a
showing
lot.
them that I
That's
did
it.
had a different icon,
Drayden,
but now it's actually
I
the
can
new
see your
icon.
Pornhub
Now, what
bookmarks.
the fuck happened to the screen?
I fixed it.
There you
No,
go.
I was just putting my desktop so I could show that I had the same old icon, and I was showing Manic earlier. It was the same icon before the show started. Now it's the new icon. What the fuck?
It's magic. It's internet magic.
Yeah, like
Wait a minute.
I really do
Drayden.
have to ask you guys.
Are you
like-
still playing WoW?
I really do
No.
have to ask you guys straight up.
What, Dirk?
Do you guys
what?
think I'm making some
It's
shit
still
up
installed, but I-
about
I
a
have something
24-hour fucking
I think
turnaround?
you dreamed that whole thing.
I think you are slightly mistaken on the.
I am
timeline.
playing
And
Elder
I
Scrolls
really
Online though.
think
Chris.
that a bunch of you are a bunch of motherfucking summer children.
There
And
was a
here's what I'm
time-
gonna fucking do. I swear
There
to
was
fucking
a
God.
time when
I
the
have got
CSM minutes
my
didn't come out
storage
until
bottle of fucking
months
Tito's
after
upstairs.
the meeting.
I have not hit fucking Tito's, but here's the thing. I want a bunch of you motherfuckers to like go chug for me if I'm wrong. No, shut the fuck up with that goddamn meme. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I spent a fucking week a few years ago.
Drayden time.
Look, we
Literally
can all agree
real
acid
fucking
is a
life
really
of that
strong
shit.
drug. It's okay. Acid's a strong drug. It's okay.
Drayden, I'm gonna
Just
drop
let it
out.
go.
Okay, I gotta
Dunk,
go.
I love you.
All right.
I'm gonna call DJ Wiggles right now.
Who's DJ
Yeah. No.
Wiggles,
No.
Dirk?
Hold on.
DJ
It is.
Wiggles
It,
fucking did it with
Dirk.
on Eve Radio a few years ago.
it is. It is time. We're gonna cut it. Hold
Later,
on.
bitches.
I want to double check with
Later,
Sword. Is
bitches.
it cool to cut it this time?
Holy shit! Is it already 11 o'clock?
Yeah, yeah, it
I
is.
can't believe it.
I feel so bad last week that we cut early
The last half
when
hour
Sword
of
was
the
trying to
show
say
went,
shit.
like,
I'm sorry,
super
man. I
fast.
apologize. But
No, that was Billy. Billy was gonna follow.
well, I know. And the thing is, like,
I'm not
they
gonna
were
back
they were
it
setting it all
up
up for that, and then I
fucking
cut it off
bitches
early, and
next
I
week.
didn't.
We do
Alright,
shots
later,
for
guys.
Alright.
healthcare
Too many-
workers
we
and
did
truck
way
drivers and all those good people
too
doing all the good hard
shots
work
tonight.
on COVID-19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shots. Yeah, I'll do a shot to that.
Shots for all
Shots to
the
the
healthcare
road.
workers. Yeah.
Shots
Somebody
to everyone.
apologize to
Big
Red
Shots
Light,
old
he
to
doesn't
run.
apologize.
everybody. You guys
Alright.
are awesome. I love you.
All right, take
All
care,
right.
team.
Later, bitches. See you, Rain.
Later, bitches.
Good night, everybody.